What's happened, you bad motherfuckers? Uncle Joey here and Lee Syatt. Welcome to the church, New Testament. What's up, you savages? Uncle Joey here. It's Tuesday, the 8th of April. The year is moving fast, cocksuckers. What's up, Lee Syatt?
I'm good, dude. Happy to see you.
Happy to see you. You're looking good. You had good news last week.
Yeah, dude. It's like getting into the clubs in New York. It's like my first experience trying to get past at places, and it's been a little bit of a grind, like a lot of a grind. But I got a good news from Broadway Comedy Club, so I'm excited. I'll be there a lot this month, and I'm a broken record here, but I just love being in New York, doing stand up in New York. I'm having a blast.
Good for you. You sound like that song. Remember that song in the 70s? I love New York.
I do.
That's you. You're the new
I never want to leave.
I love New York. And then as you're saying New York, you get hit in the head with a stick from behind.
Dude, every fucking day.
Me too. I just got an email yesterday.
Has it got mugged?
Yeah, they got the over and under. Listen,
you should put that on.
Follow you one day. Take the mugging. It's going to be family. They're not going to beat you up.
What do you mean?
Just give them the cash in your wallet. Give them a picture of your girlfriend, whatever. Hold on to the wallet.
Do people still put pictures in their wallet? Do you have pictures in your wallet still?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I've never met anyone other than you who has pictures in their wallet.
A picture of my daughter on her first communion. It's like 9 years old.
You got that? But don't you have the dude, the weightlifting
Rago,
dude?
yes. I got
Rago
in there. Yes.
That's all. I forgot. Dude, that's good. That's changed now since the phone, I bet. You're like one of the few people, I bet, who still has that. Old school.
Look, if the phone goes up to 2,300, I'm going back to a can and a string. You know what I'm saying? 2,300 is what they're saying. This is just giving people an excuse to raise prices now. All you got to do is mention tariffs. Already, they're starting tariffs. Tariffs. Everybody was buying cars this week like a motherfucker, because that's it. And now your parts, if you thought your parts took long during the pandemic, forget about fucking now. Especially if you got
Thank God I'm not buying shit.
No.
Not a thing. And it's the only time I've been happy to not have investments. I'm the only Jew without investments, and I'm thrilled about it.
Everybody's like, I lost $2 million. Bitch, if I lost $2 million, I'd be burning down a town, all right? You didn't lose $2 million. I lost $8 million. No, you didn't. If you're saying it like that, I don't believe you. If you're saying it like as you throw your wife out the window, and she comes home with, I just got a new Range Rover. What? I just lost $8 million fucking dollars. That's what I want to see. Don't just tell me, I lost $3 million.
Yeah, but you're right. The iPhones are going to be expensive as fuck now.
Everything.
They're already expensive, $1,400 a month. Dude, I have that Mint Mobile that sponsors us. I got so sick of, even before the tariffs, paying $100 a month for a cell phone. $100 a month, and Mint is $15 a month, and it's the same thing.
Yeah, but you call people when you're in another country. You think
it works
that's
great.
The problem with that shit. You call somebody in there like in Bulgaria. Mint. God damn it.
Oh my God, how are you doing?
I didn't do shit. I'm feeling a lot better.
You seem like you're feeling better.
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I started smoking again, not guerrilla style. Just because, listen, let me explain something to you. I don't like not having an appetite. I had the control to go, you know what, I'm not going to eat that. But the worst thing is when you have to eat and you're not hungry. I feel like that as it's going down. I'm like, why am I doing this? I'm not hungry.
And you're not hungry without weed? Fuck.
And the edibles, listen, let's be as honest as we can with everybody. I think I'm coming to the end. I'm just waiting for something to happen with heroin. Like,
what do you?
Something. They put in a gummy.
Like an improvement in heroin?
Something, like heroin gummies, something, because that's my next level. Look, I smoked weed after 5 weeks of not smoking. I thought I was going to see the devil. It was okay.
Right.
It was okay. And then I've been eating, I throw down 800, 1,000 milligrams of those ABXs. I'm expecting to eat the kitchen.
Right.
The other night I ate 3 little donuts. The tiny white ones. Because they're disgusting too now.
You don't like those?
They're all fucking disgusting. Listen, donuts are done. There's no donuts on the East Coast no more. Dunkin' Donuts blows. We fucked up when we left L.A. and we didn't bring a franchise of Yum Yum Donuts with us.
We
should have brought a Mexican with us. Those are Mexican-made donuts.
Oh, they're good.
Fucking delicious, yum yum donuts.
Well, because they make them fresh at the store.
At the store.
Dunkin' Donuts, dude, especially, I see them in the city all the time. Oh, my God. Have you seen what's at McDonald's now?
No.
Krispy Kreme is at McDonald's. They're just trying to kill us now. They deliver in the city. They have Krispy Kreme at every McDonald's. Just in the back of like a U-Haul truck, they bring it already pre-made.
Last time I had Krispy Kreme, it tasted like dick, okay?
Yeah.
When Dean Delray, when you're coming out of fucking Irvine or Ontario, is it? You're pulling out of there. It's 11:30. There ain't nothing to do, and there's a fucking
Krispy Kreme.
And I go in there and get a dozen
for the drive home
of just the regular donuts with
the glazed.
The glazed. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Me and Marilyn Martinez, whoever was in the car, were like dibs 4. Fuck it. I'm getting 4 fucking donuts. That's how good. And they were warm.
Ooh.
Out of the fucking box.
Dude, it's my favorite part about doing Mohegan Sun. If anyone asks, I'll do a free spot at Mohegan Sun because they have one of the ones that with the conveyor belt and that gets hot. Oh, that's amazing. But when it's like room temperature, it tastes like cardboard.
I saw a Cinnabon the other day.
Ooh, I still like those.
I haven't had a Cinnabon in 15 years. I was like, Mercy, you want to go inside the Cinnabon? And she's like, hell no.
Really?
Yeah, no. It's like, that shit tastes like ass now.
But
I'll tell you what else they destroyed in New Jersey.
What?
The apple turnover. It does not exist in New Jersey. It tastes like dick. I bought 3 or 4 of them just to try them out. I think I threw away all 4 of them.
Fuck. So what about Carvel? Carvel, you don't go to just Carvel, get a little ice cream?
Every once in a while, I go in there now and I get a little cone. But the problem is, you got kids working at Carvel, and they don't know the spirit of Carvel. Every time you go in there, they just fuck it up. A bunch of kids with acne just fucking it up. There's one by my house that's a drive-through. You have to, if you want something original, you have to go in the daytime when the owner's there. She's my age. And she'll make a fucking egg cream that'll make your head blow up. If you tell her thin, she'll make it like milk. Whatever you tell her, she's dope on it. The kids that work there at night, they're 17, bro. They have no responsibility. It's, whatever they pay, $12 an hour. They don't care. The fucking pineapple has shit in it.
Oh, no.
You have to take the pineapple and move it around from every hour on the hour.
Right.
These kids it just sits there.
Dude, if you're high, if you have 800 milligrams in you and stuff doesn't taste good, there's a problem.
A lot of shit don't taste good. Wait till you get older. You're going to go, wow, I used to eat 22 of those. Now I eat one of them and I want to shoot myself. Your taste buds change.
And I know you're half joking around, but do you get the munchies on heroin? Like when you were doing heroin, did you get the munchies? Or are you just taking heroin because you want to be fucked up?
I want to be fucked up, okay? Nobody takes heroin and thinks about the munchies, Lee.
Well, you said you want to be able to eat.
That's why if you don't want to go on Ozempic, just do heroin. You'll never eat.
You'll be asleep the whole
You'll
time.
You'll never eat. You'll sleep, get up, shoot, snort, whatever the fuck you want. But I'm just waiting for heroin gummies right now. That's it. I'm done with the THC. I moved to a different level. 50 years. I'm a doctor. I got a doctorate in THC. What do you want from me?
So, but do you think, and I know you probably don't keep up on heroin, but I would imagine now, because they were making edible gummies in their kitchen in California, like
yeah,
the
but
stars.
That's all fentanyl. I don't want her. Listen.
You don't think they're making heroin gummies?
They probably are. I need to do it from a legit chemist. Somebody who went to Yale. I don't want to do it with Nikki's uncle.
No.
He went to jail and he knows how to make. I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I want to make it legit. I want them to get China White, that shit that makes you fucking play Jimi Hendrix music when you don't even know how to play the guitar. You do a line of China White, you're in here playing like Jimi Hendrix. You don't even know. You're in here going like fucking Jose Feliciano with no eyes and shit. So,
holy shit.
Is Jose Feliciano still alive? He's still alive.
How old?
Blind as a bat. He's got to be 80 because he sang Chico and the Man song.
Damn.
And that was 77. So that's 23 and 25, 48, right? No, 58. No,
Yeah.
53. What am I thinking?
20. You said so many numbers. I don't know what. When was the last, when's the last time you were completely sober for a week?
1988.
And you don't what goes through your mind when you're completely like you just hate it? It's just boring.
Boredom, nothing. It's bad enough my mother died. When your mom or your dad dies, when your mom dies, the rest of your life it's like eating food with no salt on it. That's the best way I could tell people. When your mom dies, that's what life becomes. No salt.
Right.
And then when you stop smoking, I mean, there's positive things to it. I don't want to say I had a good time the last 5 weeks.
Yeah, it seems like
Things started coming out. Like, the comedy writing was horrible. The getting loose on stage was horrible. But I liked where my mind went.
What was the difference?
Clarity. A little bit of clarity. I had a lot of noise in my head ending the year last year. A lot of shit, And sometimes, believe it or not, that's what makes you sick. When
Really?
You're thinking too much about shit. And listen, I know comedians that go on the road and they don't even worry about their material. And here I am at home going, I'm going to cancel that gig because I only got 20 minutes. Just, there's so many things that I worry about that I shouldn't worry about. And the shit I should worry about, I don't worry about.
Do you think that's what was fucking with your stomach, the worry?
No, my daughter's getting older. I'm getting older. Listen, I didn't have a midlife crisis. What I did was had a kid. You know what I'm saying? When you're 50, you go out and chase some 20-year-old hoe, and you crash your car, and you go back to doing blow, and you cash in your 401k, and then when you're 58, you go back to your wife begging, I'm sorry, like a fucking animal. I didn't go through that. I had a child instead of 50. So I knew at some point it was going to catch up. And I thought during the pandemic I'd have to deal with shit. But I did. But it was different. After I got out of the hospital the third time, I was like, what the? I'm certified old. That's it. Once you go to the hospital 3 times and you're 60, you're certified old. Your body takes a different turn. And I have to accept that. I got to accept that. And you have to accept a lot of things that you're like, fuck, I'm not going to work that. I'm not going to go out and buy Jordache jeans and get a tattoo on my hand. And I'm not going to do that shit.
Right.
I'm just not going to do that and get a Corvette to prove something.
But
I got to do something.
I don't know if heroin gummies is the way to go.
Listen, Lee, you're talking to me about serious shit?
Of course I'm talking to you about.
I'm talking about heroin shit. That's something in the future. That's eventually going to be fucking made somewhere.
So what do you like? Are you talking like you want to have like a midlife crisis sort of?
No. But I was just thinking about the fucking big question with me the last 4 years it was what the fuck happened
over the last 30 years.
What happened those 23 years in LA?
Right.
How did I go to LA with a fucking horrible drug problem and leave there with a kid and a wife? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just very hard for me to comprehend. The other day somebody came up to me and they were like, I saw you in this. And I'm like, I never did that. And I was wrong. I did do that show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, like just little shit that I'm like, wow, I forgot a bunch of shit. And I just want to know.
Well, I think that happens.
What happened?
I feel like that happens a lot in life. Like, thinking back, like looking back at a lot of the church clips that people are posting. I was 23 or something. And now, like, I think life just happens fast. But then, yeah, for you, like, you focus so much on just, like, what's in front of you that, like, you don't seem like you go back in your head and, like, ruminate over, like, the past a lot. Like, you just are really focused, or at least were on just, like, just in the present.
Man, you have to always go back every once in a while and figure out where you went wrong, what you could do to do better, what you should have done, what you'll do the next time. That's just a part of life. That's just not.
You do that? It didn't. That's just the way
I don't sit there and go, I shouldn't have robbed that gas station. Okay, I did it. I'm happy. We moved on.
Okay.
But there's little moves. Like, you think about little things that you did that just fucking drive you crazy. Something you said when you were out one night, you shouldn't have said it. And you're like, what the fuck was I fucking thinking?
Yeah.
When you're on stage, you say something, and you're like, where'd that come from? You ever have that? You go on stage and you're in the middle of 20 minutes. You're having a great set, and then you just decide to just fucking say something.
Yeah.
And nobody catches it.
Only you, but it drives you nuts.
Only you. Nobody catches it. People just go, what the fuck are you saying? Whatever. That's
Right.
it. But you said it, and when you walk out of there, you're like, thank God George or Lee or Nick didn't say, Joey, what the fuck came out of your mouth just then?
Right.
So I think about that shit. I shit in a bathroom. That in my house. I put that there purposely.
The bathroom.
No.
Oh.
I didn't build the fucking house, genius.
So what do you put there?
I put on the wall June 8th. Not wrote it out, but when I went to do this gig in New Orleans, they gave me a plaque. The House of Blue. I don't know what it was. They gave me like a plaque. June 8th, New Orleans. I hang that in my bathroom for a reason.
Why is that?
Because I bombed so fucking bad that night. And I want to see that thing every fucking day and go, what the fuck was I thinking? And then I bombed, and the majority of people, African Americans, and what did I do? Start doing African American jokes in front of these poor people. And then I had to walk out in front of all of them, and they all started hugging me and talking to me. And I'm like, oh my God, who's going to stab me over that black joke?
I can't believe you kept the plaque.
This is what was I going to do? Smash it?
If I bomb that hard, yeah, you don't bring home a lot of shit. Like you're not really like a sentimental person. Like I'm surprised if you just knowing you, if you bomb that bad, I could just see you being pissed and like throwing it away in the hotel.
No, I brought it home to remind me that can't ever happen again.
Fuck.
That cannot fucking happen again in your life or in your next life or in the life after that. You cannot let something like that happen. And it wasn't like an intentional bombing. It was a bombing when you're prepared, but you're overconfident. You just came from the store on a Thursday night.
Right.
And you think you're Johnny Bananas.
Yep.
And you fly in and you go up there. And it's your body language. Something about your body language. This motherfucker's coming out like he's James Bond. This is not going to work for this motherfucker.
Yep.
And they refused. And that's the way life is sometimes.
And what does that do for you? Like just remembering it.
Not to do it again, Lee.
Fuck.
And you and I both know I'm stupid because it's gonna happen again.
Right.
But in your mind, that sits there that it can't happen again. A bombing like that cannot happen again.
Did you? Because at the beginning, did you like try to forget your bombs? Like forget they happened? And
no,
like,
you go
learn
home
have
and
to
cry it
remember?
out. Dog, I've always gone home after my bombs and go, even when you have like 3 shows and you do 2 of them and the middle one bombs, you still go home and think about the middle one.
Of course.
You don't think about the 2 that people went off, you brought a girl up on stage, you took a tit out. They don't remember that. They remember that bomb. So you remember that bomb. And I would go home on coke. So I'd be sitting there, this is not going to happen again. I cannot bomb. I try to listen to the jokes. In those days, I would stop after the first show. I would tape my first show and go, this is worthless. I'm not doing this shit,
It's amazing. But it's cool. It's cool to like use that as motivation and like to think about that you still do that and like it still gets to you.
It has to. This is what I was saying before the podcast, that as a comedian, as a lawyer, whatever you're doing in life, you have to work yourself up. And then you work yourself up and you think I made it. But no, now it's a different type of work that you have to do. Now it's counterintelligence, it's this, it's that. It's just so many fucking things. And you're like, when does it end? When do I stop struggling? You don't. You don't. You don't. Jay-Z sits there with black people jumping up and down around him. They're smoking blunts all day. At the end of the day, eventually he's going to have to go back to work. And he has to cut 12 songs on it, whatever. And it's just, I don't even know what my point was. The edibles hitting me already.
Do you think, me too, but do you think, as you were talking about that, I was thinking about like what you started this with and like how like the goal of the last little bit has been to like figure out what happened. And maybe when like things were going crazy in LA, you thought you could, but you really couldn't look back at everything. So in 4 years, you did 30, 20, whatever years of looking back.
Well, just to keep that in line with you, there's a line in The Godfather that I think about every 2 days. And it's as fucking real as it is. And I wrote it in my notebooks. It's written in a lot of my motivational stuff. And this is a fucking horrible saying. It's misogynistic. But it's true. Women and children can make mistakes. Men cannot make mistakes. And we make them. But if that's in the back of your mind, a lot, and listen, it's in the back of my mind, I still make fucking mistakes. But think about that line. Women and kids can make mistakes. Men can't make mistakes. That'll fucking kill you forever.
Why do you think men can't? Like, what do you think that meant?
You know what that means? That when a man is a man, listen, when you're 19, you think you're a man, but you're a fucking moron. Okay? And guess what? When you're 25 and you think you're still a man, you're a fucking idiot. And then when you're 32, you think you're really a gangster, and you're still a fucking idiot. It's like there's a certain time, like when you're 44, that you see the field a lot better. That's what happened to me. Once I got to 40, I started seeing the field and where this fucking game was going and what we need to do to keep this fucking march alive. Okay, and that's it. That's it. Is how are we going to keep this drive alive? With the Giants, we're down 3 points. There's 3 minutes on the fucking clock, and we got to keep this drive alive.
And now you're in your whatever 20th year in the league, and you've seen everything.
Yeah.
And before, when you're a rookie, you have no idea what's going on.
No
it does seem
idea.
like life's coming at you really fast when you're young.
No idea. But along the way, we think we got it. And you really don't got it. You're trying the best you can to compose it, and you're chuckling and jiving. You know what I'm saying? And it's like what I said, you become a professional in your mind. You're an amateur until you become a professional, but it has to click in your coconut first before you could go on to the next thing. So we're done with the fucking Nirvana hour here?
Absolutely.
All right. What was I say? I was thinking about, I have never in all my fucking life, since I started this podcast, been hit up so much about this fucking captain of police in North Bergen who shit on his desk. I have never been hit up so much of people going, and then I guess the lieutenant got a DUI in Bergen County somewhere or something like this. I have never in my life been hitting up from so many people, and it's like a combination goof, fucking like Joey. Like some people like Joey, what the fuck is happening in North Bergen?
It seems like an Onion article. Like it seems like a joke.
Like something out of the Onion. And, every 3 days, a building gets hit in North Bergen, a dump truck goes into Target. It's always something down here. Like, we've never had this bad luck in all our lives. If we did, it's because Carmine Balzano shot a guy 7 times in the back. It was good, worthy news. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not taking a shit on his fucking desk. And, people keep asking me, what the fuck is going on up there? And the simple thing I can say is this, man. I've been back here for 5 years. I drive around North Bergen. Parts of it look fucking beautiful. Other parts of it look like it's 1955. Where my mother has the house down there, had the house where I grew up, it looks like 1955. Today, I got a call from a friend of mine that lived on the edge of my block, Grace. And we were talking, and she goes, Coco, I went to visit a friend of ours, Lisa, who's also from that neighborhood. And she goes, I went on our block. What the fuck happened? I go, dog, they weren't ready for 2025. North Bergen just was not ready for 2025. They were not ready. Like right now, half of these New Yorkers are dying to move to Jersey, You move to North Bergen, it looks like a bomb hit it. Looks like a fucking bomb hit it.
And aren't taxes really high?
Really fucking high, and they're about to get higher. And the only way I can think about it is like, listen, man, first off, the mayor of North Bergen is like a mob boss, right? Like, I'm not saying he's a mob boss. I'm just saying this to you guys understand. He's hurt. He's down. He got shot. All right? He's like Vito Corleone. So when you have Vito Corleone shot, you got all your underlings trying to figure it out, and none of them, I don't think any of them really have to fill that void. I really don't. I look around this town, I go, I don't understand what happened here. I grew up with, this town was fucking straight up gangsters. This town was straight up gangsters, man. My 8th grade teacher was coming on the show next month. I swear to God. He went to fucking jail for murder for 13 years. 8th grade fucking teacher.
Before or after he was your teacher?
During. The fuck is wrong with you? He was the mayor of Weehawken. Up the town from when we taped.
Jesus.
So we were raised here by fucking pseudo gangsters, and they stole. But everything looked up to date and everything looked great. I look at towns surrounding, like I went to Jersey City a month ago. Looks like a fucking new city up there. Fucking Jersey City is gorgeous.
Yeah.
You know, I come up, I get lost sometimes, and I end up in Hoboken. Fucking gorgeous. And then you come to North Bergen, and there's all these Puerto Rican vans and stopping on Kennedy Boulevard. I mean, it's just, you know, I don't know. I don't know what the future is.
But why did he shit on the guy's desk?
I don't know. I'll call him tomorrow. I'll call 911 and ask him, hey, why'd the fucking chief of police shit on the fucking desk? That'll fucking baffle them. Like, they'll sit there like, I don't know. Hold on. We got to get...
I bet they've gotten a couple calls about it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Have you ever wanted to do that to somebody?
What? Shit on their desk?
Yeah.
No, but I shit on a kid's box and put it in his drawer.
In jail?
Yeah, I shit in his cheese box.
Yeah,
put an American flag on it and fucking the welfare cheese. And I put it in his drawer, and he found it like 3 weeks later. It was a skeleton. We'll be back with Dean Delray, cocksuckers. What's up, beautiful people? This episode is brought to you by the best nicotine pouches you're ever going to try. Nicked, they're top tier. Nick pouches are made with natural coconut fiber, which means they're not going to tear your mouth up, and the experience is way better. With flavors like strawberry, watermelon ice, wintergreen, berry lemon ice. They even have an unflavored option that'll get you covered. Listen, I love Nick. I started it with the low batch because, you know, I can't be seeing the devil and jumping up and down. But you take one of these, look at this, coconut fiber. They even got a 0 milligram option that's launching soon. That means whether you're looking for a little extra punch or you're trying to reduce the habit altogether, there's something for you. Like I said, this is my favorite, this little berry lemonade. It is tremendous. So it's time to upgrade to nicotine pouches, just like I did. Right now, church listeners get 35% off when you order through our link at nickedpouches.com/church. That's nickedpouches.com/church. For the slower people, nykdpouches.com/church. nykdpouches.com/church. Use the code up to 3 times. That's how much Uncle Joey loves you. And don't wait. You get 35% off now on nykdpouches.com/church. And check out the church bundle with some of my favorite flavors. That's nykdpouches.com/church. CHURCH. Nick products are only for adults of legal age. Every order is age verified, so don't even think about it. Warning, the product contains nicotine, and nicotine is an addictive chemical. Enjoy Nicked. We're back, bitches. My main man, Dean Delray's in studio. It's been close to 4 or 5 fucking years since we did the original church with Dean Delray.
I couldn't believe when you said that. You go, I've been out here in Jersey for 5 years.
August 19th, it'll be 5 fucking years.
Dude, it hit me like a fucking sledgehammer because I remember specifically exactly how it went down. I was living around the corner from you. I go, all right. I live
Are you still living there?
No, I moved. I had to get out of there because, you know, once COVID was over, I go, holy shit, I'm in the Burbank flight path. During COVID, no planes. Then all of a sudden,
oh, that's right.
COVID ends once in a while. And then after about 3 months, from 7:10 a.m. to 10 p.m., every 8 minutes. Dude, it was fucking insane. And I was like, that's why Joey's on the edibles, because he can just pass out through those fucking planes, because you were getting that too.
I never heard him.
I never heard one.
Shit.
You missed where did you live? You lived in the valley?
He
I
lived
lived
in
right around the
Colfax.
corner from him.
Yeah.
I didn't hear one plane.
Me neither.
Oh my God, dude. Well, also they said that the fucking some snafu went down where the rich people of Pasadena pulled some kind of shake and fake and had Burbank Airport switch the flight pattern. So they're suing them right now. And all of a sudden, they used to fly out and then go over Van Nuys, the industrial area, and then head out towards Pasadena. Now it's straight over Studio City and then take a right down fucking, you know, all the way down Ventura Boulevard. It's crazy. All day long now. So anyway, I'm on the couch and you go, hey, are you home? And I go, yeah. You go, I'm coming by. I go, all right. So I'm out front, cocksucker. Come down. And you were just standing there, your Subaru. I'm out of here. I'm leaving tomorrow. I go, what? I mean, I was fucking floored. Floored, dude. Like the wind was taken out of me. And I go, what do you mean? You go, yeah, I'm done. Bought a place in Jersey. I'm out of here. And I still will never forget it because I was like, wait a minute. This is a guy I see every fucking day of my life. And now he's going to be gone.
We went to tacos.
Yeah, we went to tacos.
We all went to tacos.
1986, which they're opening in New York.
Ooh.
Fucking crazy, right?
Are they one of those guys coming out here or they're just going to?
I hope so.
It's two white guys.
No,
opening up.
I think one of the guys will come out.
Yeah, I need those motherfuckers out here to show these peasants.
Got to get the flavor.
Got to get the flavor, yeah.
But that was it, man. And now here I'm sitting on the couch just now and you said 5 years. And we've hung. You flew in town one time and then we did the Sony haul together. But other than that, man, text and calls.
It's crazy how fast it went.
I really can't believe it, actually.
We could have gone to college.
Yeah.
We would have been graduating this May, Phi Beta Kappa.
Yeah.
With two fucking things, told the comedy world to suck our dicks. Want the bigger and better things.
Sleeping in our own beds.
When that shit happens, I get so angry.
Oh, man.
I get so angry when I go, that was 5 years ago?
Yeah.
I could have joined the Army. I could have been out right now with insurance and benefits and fucking a new haircut. No, I'm wasting my time in South Jersey.
Also, you could have been dead.
Yeah?
I'm telling this bit right now. I'm at this age where I go to a big party. I just went to one of Jerry Cantrell's from Alice in Chains. I'm looking around the pool. The sun's out. I'm like, oh, I'm at that age now. A couple months. They go, yeah, Steve died. You go, I just saw him at Jerry's party. That's the age we're at right now.
No
right?
Shit. No shit.
Yeah, it's fucking scary.
No shit.
I just saw him is going to come out of our mouths a lot in the next couple years.
Dude, why does everyone over 60 talk about dying all the time?
Because Roundup in the soil.
All the time.
Everything's poison, man.
It's even 50. When the guys start turning 50, all you will talk about is dying.
Yeah.
Listen, it's a reality.
Yeah, but you don't have to talk about it every day.
The thing, when you're 20, you could wake up and go, I'm going to die, whatever.
Yeah.
But and then you hit 30 and you're like, I'm living like a doctor. Then you hit 40 and you fucked a chick with AIDS and you didn't get it. And then you just start going down the ladder and all of a sudden one day you go, I'm lucky. But eventually I'm going to fucking die or something.
Yeah.
And now you start doing preventive shit or whatever. You start going to church. You don't curse.
Start going to church, those guys, man. Boy, do they find God quick.
Oh,
one bad misdiagnosis. Quick, we think it's a stroke. You're like, oh, Jesus.
And
in the church.
When you're 60 or 50, you want to live. I mean, who doesn't want to live?
God, yeah.
But then you start looking like there's a couple 80-year-olds that do everything. Somebody was telling me the other day that their 83-year-old still works, their father. They do everything. And some 80-year-olds can't get out of their fucking wheelchair.
Yeah.
Or can't get out of their bed. So it's a card you're taking. So instead of taking that card, do something about it. Start getting ready for that age. So you won't fucking be a mope. You have to go to the doctor now. And it's so weird to get older. And
dude.
And you still think you're so fucking invincible. And you're really not. You cannot. Like, I went to a New Year's thing and people were doing coke.
Oh, my God.
Okay?
Wow.
I was watching them do coke, and I'm like, I couldn't handle.
I couldn't imagine
a fucking line of that now.
Just your heart alone, that dum 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 dum. That's fucking scary. When you're young and you're like, ride it out, you're hitting some wild turkey, trying to come down a little bit in the corner. Imagine you're 60 and you do a fucking bump and you're hoping it doesn't have any fentanyl. You're asking the guy, this stuff's cool, right? And he's like, yeah, I think so. And you're rolling the fucking dice?
Can you imagine being 65 doing a lot of coke and dying from fentanyl?
Nope.
And you were running a marathon last month and you're like, God damn it.
Yeah. I just saw him at Jerry's party.
I just saw him at Jerry's party.
That's going to be the callback of my set this year. Holy shit.
It's so insane how you look at that. Like, listen, I'm going to be honest with you motherfuckers. On the way up here, there was a little bit of traffic, and I'm trying to get around cars, and I made the biggest mistake.
Yeah.
I put on Judas Priest, Hell Bent for Leather, the album. And like song 3, I thought I was going to crash the fucking car because there was just too much going on.
Yeah.
Guitars and cars and people yelling. And I'm thinking about Alfred when he fucked a hairdresser in Chicago and he busted his O-ring and his ass. Did you read his book?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Whoa, what a book, huh?
Oh, my God.
He lays it out there.
Dog. And I always liked him. I didn't care if he was gay.
I don't care.
I knew he was gay the first time I laid eyes on him.
Dude, you and I are from cities, and you saw, especially San Francisco, I saw guys all day long, the denim with the chaps and that hat. When you got that leather hat on, we know what the fuck's going on. You don't wear that hat unless you're out ass chasing. You know what I mean? That hat. And it didn't bother me ever. I was like, this guy looks fucking badass. He's out there full leather, gay daddy, and he's looking at the metalheads going, if you only knew, you know? If you only fucking knew.
When I knew he was gay the first time I saw him because he had a whip.
Yeah, he had that
He
whip,
came out
remember?
with a fucking whip, and he's whipping the fucking floor. I'm like, oh, this guy's a great gay guy.
Yeah.
He's a great fan. He must be great at parties.
He's unbelievable singer, man.
He's still
right
out
now.
there.
Oh my God, come on, dude.
Still out there.
I had him on the podcast, Joey, and I was telling somebody a couple days ago, Brian Slagle, the owner of Metal Blade Records, he has a metal podcast. So I chose my song was Screaming for Vengeance. But I was telling this story. I interviewed him, and the most professional guy I've ever seen. Every couple minutes, he uses your name. So you'll be talking, he'll go, you know, Dane, the first time I saw Zeppelin, Dane. He'll use your name, fully engaged, man. And for 2 hours, just your name, he remembers shit. He's not punching it at all. And this guy's like deep in his career. He could be like, who the fuck is this? I'm on a TV screen. You know what I mean? But no. Killed it.
Well, that's part of being a singer, that articulation.
Yeah.
That's why I always said, if you're a comic, you got to watch singers because they're doing the same thing we're doing without music.
Yep.
They're getting to the fucking audience. And if that's what it takes, but it's just, I don't even know what we're talking about besides Alfred.
He's my favorite. Like, okay, I was talking about metal singers. So I love Bon Scott, of course. We know I love Bon Scott. But when you get down into metal, you got Bruce Dickinson, Iron Maiden, right around that time, right? 82, Number of the Beast. And then you have Rob. And when you listen to Rob, how fucking crazy he is on that live record, you just go, it's Rob. That's all there is to it. Victim of Changes, Sinner, Green Manalishi.
That's a great fucking album.
Unbelievable.
I still listen to it from time to
Unbelievable.
time to lose my fucking mind.
Oh, Unleashed in the East.
So I went. It was so intense in the car. I had to switch to the Smiths.
Oh, the Smiths.
I had to switch to the fucking Smiths. I was like, and I'm thinking about you when I'm listening to the Smiths.
Yeah.
Because there's something a lot of people don't know. When you're raised in a city, you know, you just go for a beer. George is gonna laugh. You just go for a beer. Then one day you move to Colorado, and you move to a college town like Boulder, and they have beer, and then they have 3.2. Yeah. It's like a different alcohol level. You never heard of that?
Oh, no, yeah, the
it's
higher
lower.
alcohol. Yeah.
So
lower.
It's lower than beer.
Oh, wow. Near
18
beer.
to 21.
Was it called Near Beer?
No. Budweiser made them.
Oh, wow.
All those companies had it. 3.2 beer.
Wow.
And they sell it. They used to be a club called Pogo's, an 18 to 21 club. And I remember, I'm driving, listening to the fucking Smiths.
Yeah.
And you don't know what's objective in your memory.
Yep.
The girl was from Cambridge, Mass. She worked at Abo's Pizza. It was Abo's Pizza, a driveway, and then downstairs was Pogo's. This chick was so fucking hot. I had just moved to Boulder. I hadn't met Kathy King yet. Within 2 weeks, I already know where to get a package. I'll never forget this. Like only I could. It was all weed heads, but one of the weed head goes, I did coke last night. Well, can you get some? He's like, yeah, 50 a fucking half gram. All right. So I'll never forget, I went to the pizza place. She started talking to me, real cute girl from fucking Cambridge, Mass. Forgot what her name was. First girl, like maybe the third girl I met in Boulder. We're talking, and I go, what do people do around here? She goes, well, I'll be at Pogo's tonight if you want to join me. I'm like, bitch. I went home, took a shower, and I saw my buddy Ed. They gotta get me a half gram of coke. I went to that thing. She's surrounded. She's an East Coast girl with strength. She's got like 6 gorillas around her. And I went in there like Carl Hall with that half-gram package. That bitch went to go. She was ready to go when she saw that little package.
Travolta style, staying alive.
Fuck yeah.
Just
not even,
split the line.
No conversation. Excuse me. She saw that pack, and then you just turn around and start walking, and she walks right behind you. And I dated her for like 3 days. Then I don't know what happened. Yeah, like 3 days she came over. That was fucking insane. That I still remembered about 3.2 beer. And then this motherfucker goes to a party one night, and he takes my weightlifting gloves to Pogo's or some shit. And I go, where's my gloves? He goes, I think I left them at Pogo. I was going to fucking strangle him. My fucking weightlifting gloves. He thought he was Rob Halford.
He's going down there. He's coming in as the dice man. Oh,
Yeah,
he's got the gloves in.
God damn it. I don't even wear those gloves out. That's embarrassing.
Dude, I was just in your bathroom, and you got the fucking king on your wall in there, Kelly Leak from Bad News Bears.
I didn't put that up.
Oh, let
The
me tell you,
artistic
man.
director did.
That fucking guy, man, and that movie is just a
He's great.
masterpiece.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Come on, man.
Then they tried to remake it, right? With
Billy
Bob.
Bob. Yeah.
Billy Bob's a bad motherfucker,
Oh, I love him.
but he's not the bad
No,
news.
he's Sling Blade to me for life.
Yeah, but he's good on this oil show.
I heard he's killing
Hey, what else is a good show? Mobland
Mobland.
with the London people.
I heard that shit's great.
Fucking Helen Mirren, dog.
Oh yeah, she's
She's
amazing.
the sexiest old lady. You got to see her in this show.
Oh, she's fire.
She has a leopard top on,
Yeah.
a leather skirt. She gives her grandson. The grandson says to her, "Mammy, I wish I had cocaine." And she goes, "Well," and she goes in her bra last night. She takes it out. I'm gonna have a little taste for you right here.
Whoa.
Who gives their grandson cocaine?
Granny finger.
Helen Mirren isn't even a bad motherfucker.
Oh, I love her.
She is. She's past that.
Yeah.
Like that's Denzel Washington.
She's
Like,
legend.
Helen Mirren is up to like, because then I watched her on 1823, 1923.
Oh yeah, yep.
And she was shooting motherfuckers last night.
The Western one.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great show.
Yeah, yeah.
In fact, I got the other hour to watch because it was a long one last night. But that's what I'm watching. What are you laughing about over there, Tricky Dicky?
I don't want to. I think it's Helen Mirren.
Who?
Helen Mirren,
That's her name, right?
not Myron.
Myron Mirren.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
She's an old English chick.
I'll
That's
tell you
cute.
a crazy story, Joey, about her. She was up for an Academy Award about, I don't know, maybe 8-9 years ago for something like The Queen or something. She did some movie I saw, and she was fucking fantastic. So every Sunday morning, I would go riding with Mike Beach, the actor. You know, we did this movie together. So after that, we became really tight. We'd ride every Sunday morning. So we went to that Starbucks on Sunset across the street from the Griddle. At like
Yeah. The hamburger place. Next
Right,
to it.
exactly, right there. So we pull in at like 7 in the morning, and we're going to get coffees, and then we're going to ride out Sunset to Malibu. And we park, and it's Academy Award Day. And this car pulls up. She gets out. It's like a limo, like a black car. And she comes walking towards Beach and I hit Beach like, holy shit. She comes up. She's all, gentlemen. I go, you're going to win tonight. And she goes, well, thank you. And she fucking won. And Beach and I were like, hell yeah, we saw her this morning. You know,
That's a
amazing
bad bitch.
story. That's like a Hollywood type of story where you run into people, you know, like, did
She's
that
the real
happen?
deal.
Yeah,
She's
she
the real
is.
fucking deal, man.
Oh my God, I love her.
I love TV show. I love what like now for like 2 months there was nothing.
Yeah.
And now we got something again. I'm excited because now then the mayor of whatever will be back. Mayor what? Oh, that's my movie.
Oh,
That's my TV show and shit.
I still haven't watched TV in like 16 years.
Really? You still gave up?
3 shows: The Wire, Sopranos, Breaking Bad. Those are the shows I've
I'll
seen.
tell you what, man.
I hear it's great out there.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Now.
I hear it's good.
Finally starting to pick up, but I've watched The Wire twice this year.
Oh man.
In a year, I've watched the
Yeah.
series. It ended. I gave it a week. I'm like, I got to go back.
Oh, it's fucking.
I got to go back. I don't understand.
Phenomenal.
It is some type of show that, listen, I love The Sopranos. I had The Sopranos on a couple days ago just laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
But that Wire, that fucking Michael B. Jordan,
Yeah.
as a young kid. He's a fucking kid on there.
Yeah, he's dead now, right?
He's what?
Did he die?
No.
Which guy
Black
died?
Panther died.
Yeah, that's right.
Black
Fuck.
Panther died. Macombo forever.
God, well, that's awful.
That's awful because he was
Awful.
great too. I just watched him as Jackie Robinson.
Yeah, that was a
Oh,
great movie.
man.
That's a great fucking movie.
Awful, dude. That guy's gone, man.
37 or something, just a baby.
Man,
But fucking
The Wire.
The Wire is just
come on.
the cops on there, the English black cop.
Yeah.
He's also, I just saw him in something else. They have a bunch of people from The Wire. Dominic Lombardozzi, the detective with him, just the gay cop. The one
Dude.
that you see, the captain, the chief, you see him in a gay bar one episode.
The crackhead lady.
The crackhead, like
Come
the
on.
guy Bubbles.
Unbelievable. This show, dude. I remember I went to a meeting. Is it on HBO or Netflix?
HBO.
So I go to a meeting. You know, you go to like HBO, right? I go to a meeting. I'm in there trying to pitch this fucking show back in the day. And when you're in the lobby, they're like, oh, if you want some DVDs, go ahead and take them. They got all the box sets there. I just brought down a fucking like duffel bag. I'm like, all right, I got The Wire. I got The Sopranos. I just grabbed them all, you know, and just fucking would sit home and watch that shit on the weekends on DVD. Back when you had the player, you fucking put it in
I
the...
still got my DVD.
Fuck.
Fuck yeah, because I told my wife, we have over, I don't know how many goddamn movies.
Yeah.
I got a ton of movies.
Oh my God.
I'm on the Criteria
So do you.
channel
I
now.
have thousands.
Thousands.
Really? Thousands?
I
At your
used to
place now?
They're in my mom's place right now. But yeah, I would go to like a place and get used DVDs all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Newberry Comics for people like in or
Amoeba?
FYE.
Amoeba.
Oh, Amoeba for sure.
Amoeba.
I would go, dude. I went to Amoeba and buy like 12 at a time.
Yeah.
because they're like $4.
I
Yeah.
stopped going to Amoeba, guys,
Oh, yeah, why?
because the money. you
Oh, it's a
spend in there.
demon. You go in.
Oh, it's
The money
amazing.
you spend in there is absurd.
And then you buy shit you already have.
You buy.
How about that?
How about when I cleaned out my office? Me and my daughter took out 11 albums that were doubles.
Fuck yeah.
It's like, Dad, do you not forget I had so many good albums that
Yeah.
are still doubles?
That happens to me all the time. I go in, ooh, Saxon, denim and leather. I don't think I have this.
Something, yeah.
Fuck yeah, I have this. I fucking obviously
You know
own
what's
this.
crazy about Amoeba, though?
Yeah.
I was looking for a particular album, and I went online. Everybody had it for $100.
Yeah.
I went on Amoeba, and it was $6.99. I became a fan after that.
Oh, yeah. The owner lives in my building.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I run into him. I couldn't even believe
Are they still right there?
Yeah.
On Sunset Boulevard?
they moved.
Yeah, they moved to a new place right across the street from the theater. Not
I haven't been to it yet, but I know they moved like right
you
around
know,
when we left.
You know, Frolic Room where you just fucking pound the Stoli Collins for $3.
Yeah.
Fucking get DUIs. Right across the street from there. What's the theater next to it? Like Seinfeld sometimes does big runs in there. They do Broadway plays. It's right there on the corner. It's beautiful.
Arclight?
No,
That's a different one.
Next to the Fonda, kind of, you know, I forget what. There's Pep Boys there, and then there's that theater.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah, it's a famous theater. I forget. They do like plays there. But yeah, man, they moved in there, and it's real nice. And the owner lives in my building. He's got the Berkeley one still. San Fran one's gone. Oh no, it might be still there. Yeah, it is still there. He told me. Yeah.
You know, I was this weekend something happened that I would have been excited for
Yeah.
25 years ago. Now I'm too old to be excited. I saw some of the tape on it. It is what it is. I'm so critical of myself that when I see somebody, I'm expecting the album.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you saw Rat got back together.
Who did? Rat?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Warren DiMartino.
Yeah, DiMartini
doing
and him.
the
Yeah.
thing back. And I watched some guy put it on Facebook, and then I went to YouTube to find more stuff. I didn't see Back for More,
Right.
but I saw Round and Round and something else.
Yeah.
I don't know. DiMartino could still play that fucking guitar.
That guy's a smoker.
He's a fucking animal. I didn't know they had Carlos.
Yeah. They had
'Cause
Carlos for a long
I talked to Rudy
time.
today, but I was just, it's so weird how every summer I go, I'm going to go to a concert, I'm going to go see this, and I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck that. Once I look at the price tag, I'm like, fuck that. And I got to walk
I got to get you in the Sphere. This is going to be your last concert.
to see the Dead.
You got to
Yeah, I want to go see
Have you
that.
been to the Sphere?
Let me just tell you something right now. After you go to the Sphere, you will never go to another show. You're going to go to your local town, whatever fucking venue you got, and you're going to be like, oh, because this thing is like VR goggles on 1,000.
Did you eat the mushrooms?
Dude, I'm doing a bit right now where I'd say, I got there with the mushrooms. I get in my seat. The band goes on. The screens come on. And I go, oh, fuck no. And I put those things away because I know what's coming. It is so radical of a venue. These visuals, I don't care. You got to be a seasoned tripper to be able to handle what's going on with these visuals. I've never seen, first of all, this venue is only like 6 months, a year old, which means they've been working on this for the last 5 years. I don't know where the fuck this stuff came from, but they went from way back here, the 2 screens, to you're living in the venue. It's like, what the fuck? At one point, I'm watching Dead & Co., and, you know, they've got the San Francisco Bridge and shit, and you're like, whoa, this is crazy. And a satellite flies over your shoulder. And you just go like, whoa, fuck. I mean, dude, goosebumps, scary, amazing. One of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life.
Who else did you see perform there?
What's that?
Who else did you watch perform there?
I saw U2 on the Octung Baby record. Unbelievable. So I've gone 3 times now. 2 Dead, once U2. And man, each time I go, this is fucking unreal.
And the Dead just got a residency there.
Yet they do like 16 shows or, 6 weeks or whatever, 3 a weekend. And I'm telling you, you don't even know the band's on. They are the music to this psychedelic ride. Some of the greatest visuals you will ever fucking see in your life. At one point, they got a giant fucking bear and it's walking and it turns into 100 pieces of acid, the sheet acid, and it's floating across the screen. And then the sheet acid just blows up and the bears are coming at you. And you're just going like, what the fuck? I can't even tell you, Joey. I couldn't exaggerate how radical this fucking venue is.
After that bear turning into acid.
You have to go.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm going to go.
I mean, just a flight in, I'll get us in. You sit in a great fucking seat. The place is not giant, and it is insane.
What's the seat in there?
It holds a lot, but feels small. It holds like 16,000, but it feels small because it's a ball and it's just a wall. It goes straight up the seats like this. And then there's a floor, but I sit in the seats. And you just get this whole fucking thing, man, that I can't even describe it.
Does it matter where you sit?
It doesn't matter where you sit, as long as you're not on the deck 101 back, because then there's a hangover that you can't see the visuals. Other than that, though, every seat in the house, and then it has something like, 10,000 speakers. There's speakers in your seat, everything. It sounds like a record, man. The sound is the greatest sound I've ever heard, and I'm telling you, I only go to the Sphere now. It's
a lot of people performing there now. A lot of bands?
Yeah. They got the Eagles. They got U2. They have Dead & Co. But I think it's Backstreet Boys or whatever just announced they're doing like a run there, which would be wild. But what I'm waiting for is like Tool. I think Tool in there would be fucking insane. And then we got to get Gilmore or Roger Waters, one of the two in there. And if we could give them $1 billion and do one last run, hate each other, but stay on the sides, the greatest of all time will be Pink Floyd in there. Of all time. There will be nothing that will come close to it.
Yeah, because they did all that shit.
They did that
shit 40 years ago.
They did that shit when they were making it. They're in the back making, flying pigs and planes flying over. There was no screens. They were making that shit in the backyard.
Dog, that was...
Fuck.
It's crazy how they did that.
They did that.
They did that with The Wall because that first song has a plane flying.
It crashes right into it.
Right into the fucking thing. And I was like... And I did... some heavy duty acid for that one. I was 16. I was mentally deranged. I was a mental midget, and I was fucked up.
Where'd you see that one at?
Nassau Coliseum.
Yeah, that's right. Because they only did
First
like 14
night.
and 14 shows.
Yeah. First night, and I was fucking. I left there going, what the fuck was that? Creatively, when you go somewhere and see something that you go, how did they even think of that?
Yeah. That's how the Sphere is. When you see it, you go, who the fuck give them all the awards, the visual awards, the sound awards, the venue award. This is how insane it is too. I don't even fuck with bad food. They have pizza in there from some place called Pizza Rock in Vegas. So I go, fuck it. Let's get a piece of pizza. We're at a concert. I eat this pizza. I'm blown away. I'm like, what is this? Even the pizza is fucking good. Everything.
How far from like it's on the...
It's right behind, it's kind of connected to the Venetian and the Wynn. Right there, you can stay at either hotel and you just walk in. Easy, you'll love it. No bullshit. You walk in, you sit in your seat. It's perfect climate temperature. And you know, the whole thing is a screen. The entire fucking place. So when at one point I'm watching U2 and they're dismantling Vegas. Whoever does these videos, man, it's insane. They start taking Vegas apart over a song. And by the end of the song, it's just Vegas desert and that old Tropicana sitting there. And you feel like you're outside. You're like,
I can't imagine doing ass in there.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Because you're sitting in there going, fuck, Vegas is falling the fuck apart.
Oh, yeah. You feel like you're seeing it. You're going, oh my God, we got to get out of here. Oh, man, I can't wait till you see it. So here's what you got to do. You book a gig in Vegas so you're not just out there.
Right. No, I don't just go nowhere.
Yeah.
You got to pick up an envelope. Fuck that shit.
You pick up the envelope, and then the next night we see that, man, and it's a glorious
on
weekend.
A Sunday night or something.
Yeah, Saturday or Sunday.
Or even
Sunday.
flying Friday, do the mushrooms Friday.
100%.
Go Friday night and then do the show on Sunday.
I would actually
Saturday.
take mushrooms with you there because I've been there now 3 times, so I've got my bearings. But, you know, first couple of times I go, I don't want to fuck around in here. This is crazy, you know? Oh, man, I'm telling you, Joey, it was fucking epic. And John Mayer just destroying. Destroying.
He's so fucking good.
It's fucking nuts. Guy is unbelievable.
He's
and
fueled by pussy.
Yeah.
That motherfucker has fucked everybody in Hollywood. Everybody. He has destroyed every snatch with that guitar. He just walks in like one of those Latin Mexican guys playing the guitar with a cape on.
Yeah.
You know, he's
Zorro.
Didn't he fuck this chick, right? She wrote a song about him, the skinny chick that's dating the football player. Yeah, he fucked her too. Right?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he banged her in the head with the guitar. He just said, here, take these songs, bitch. He fucked her in the head with the guitar.
The guy can play. The guy can sing. Holy shit.
So you're doing something that I'm very proud of you to do. I know you've been working on it for a while. It's your new special, and you got a bunch of symbols surrounding it. I mean, this is just, it's great for you that you're doing this and how seriously you took it and the sets. And, you know, there's not a lot of people that work with like you, Dean. There's not a lot of people that are out there working like you. And when a person like you with your attitude has that type of animalism, shit doesn't really bother you.
No.
Because you're not focused. It's like what you said, the guy promised you on the Apple show, and then you don't hear nothing the next day.
Yeah.
But you're so used to your stuff that's what happens. The only time you get uncomfortable shit like that was you're not doing the work.
Right.
And that's what people don't realize. I know who's bullshitting me when like I can't get stuff going because you're not putting in the work.
Right.
Don't tell me that you're not getting this. It's like me with stand-up. I'm having a hard time, but I can't put the work in. It's so much fucking work.
Oh, my God.
You know, it's so many notebooks, and I sit there for hours in the morning, and I just write stories and shit like that. I got to do Ari's storytelling show. I'm in no danger.
Oh, my God.
I don't even have a story for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, nothing has happened exciting in the last 5 years.
Oh, fuck.
Do you know what I'm saying? Except my daughter hitting a double or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing exciting.
But that's a fucking story, because here's the thing I think is interesting about you right now in this thing, and I try to convey it on stage also, is like, this is funny because you've been this tornado your whole life.
Tornado.
And now you're like, hey, fuck all this. You know what I mean? I just want to watch these Little League dads fight. And I'll just have an edible and laugh at it. And then I want to go home to my house.
That's what I do.
And that is a fucking interesting thing to hear from somebody that achieved such high status in comedy, from the fucking ashes all the way up to, you know, you and I, you're sold out the Chicago theater. You got specials, you got a book, you've been on TV. So it's cool to hear that side of it, like, get fuck all, I just want to do nothing. You know, there's something funny about I want to do nothing, and it's so hard to do nothing.
Dog, I get up in the morning and I try to like be like Johnny CEO, you know, like
Johnny CEO,
and it just ain't working no more. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't working. I used to wake up like with this fucking voice in my head, like you're gonna go out there and make people suck your dick today. And I go to Facebook, I'm like, I'm not even gonna write it on there.
Yeah,
because they're way beyond that already. They're still fucking in the woke world.
Oh my God.
yeah.
Can you imagine that on Facebook today? That would set Facebook on fire.
What's that?
That post, the people on Facebook are like old, like, I don't think they could handle that today.
What's that?
You saying like get ready to have the day suck your dick, like all that
I
stuff.
used to say it all the time.
I know you
Yeah,
used to. Yeah, I'm saying now.
And I can say it now, but the only thing they don't let me say on Facebook is like, I'm in the mood to stab a motherfucker. Oh my God. Don't write your letters. You can't use violence on. What the fuck?
Yeah, you're suspended for 2 weeks. High school
That's what
shit.
happened to me. I stabbed 3 Puerto Ricans, suspended for like fucking. I'm like, fuck, you can't even stab a Puerto Rican.
That's just a saying, man.
But it's so weird how. Listen, and I've said this for years, I've tried to duck it. Dean, when I went to the Comedy Store and I sat on those stairs
Yeah.
and I said goodbye to the building
Yeah.
and I rubbed my name on the wall, I knew.
Yeah.
I knew that this was going to taper off because that was my bread and butter. That was the nucleus for the last 23 years. That was home base. That was everything.
That's the cocoon.
And when I wasn't there for those 6 years, I improved, but not really.
Right.
I wasn't doing much. It's not till I went back there in 2014, and then when you're around those type of people, you grow.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. You got to rise
You
up.
grow quick. You got like a month. You got to follow Delray. You got to follow this one.
Yeah.
Once you learn it, now you got it. And once I got on that plane and I said goodbye to the store, I always knew it was going to be weird because in my mind, I knew I wasn't in the major leagues anymore.
Yeah.
I'm in the major leagues in my heart, but in my mind, there's no way, you know, I'm in that level of people will never understand those 4 years at the Comedy Store, the last 4 years for me.
Incredible.
I always looked at the first 4 years as my college, but it really wasn't. It was the last 4 years where it became like you had to go up there on your fucking A game. Like 4 espressos, fucking 2 joints, an edible. Like I had to have a plan to go up there. It was my A game. You didn't know.
Yeah.
You didn't know what was going to happen. I still remember getting angry up there, like motherfuckers dropping in. You want to drop in, bitch?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to make your life a fucking living nightmare. I'm going to show you why you got to work it in this bitch. And they would leave. You know, I just saw that Judd Apatow made a comeback 3 years later after I buried him at that fucking store that night. And then he started going to Largo with all those Largoians, you know what I'm saying? You know. And the other night he went back. He was looking around, I heard. He was looking at the lineups, making sure the boys are fucking, the gangsters weren't in here. He don't like that. He don't like following that heat.
Well, it's a different animal. When you were coming up, it was, and when I started there 15 years ago last month, I tell people, you don't understand the hazing and the radicalness and the brutality of you've got to kick ass. You can't go up and go, where are you from? What do you do for a living? You can't do any of that shit.
Are you married? Listen.
Somebody pull you aside and go, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah.
It's like.
It's a different machine now. And, you know, there's guys like me and Hinchcliffe and Gerard Carmichael and Melissa Villasenora, Tony Baker. These people, when I started, you know, you're just there till 4 a.m. You didn't leave because if you left, they were like, that guy doesn't want it. 4 a.m.
4 in the morning, yeah.
Yeah. So
You walk the Pink Dot,
yeah.
get a sandwich, and walk back, and then sit there and talk to Eddie Griffin about how Bruce Lee fought 100 samurai the night that he died. And you got to sit there and go, wow, this is interesting shit.
Yeah.
How many cocktails did Eddie do? Fucking hysterical.
It reminds me of when I stopped music when you told me that story, because I thought about it. I talked about it on my podcast yesterday. 2 days ago, Genghis Khan announced that they were closing after 40 years.
No.
40 years, dude. And you and I know it well. Done
I used to
comedy.
stand up there.
Exactly.
They had a good egg roll for a while.
They had a great pot sticker.
Yeah, they had a good egg roll for a while.
They got good parking.
Yes.
And a cool little room on the side.
Genghis Khan is going out of...
So check this out, Joey. I play music 25 years. And on the last 10 months of those 25 years, I did a kind of a world tour, playing all over America and Europe and stuff. And when I came home, I was like, in my mind, I was like, this is kind of it. People aren't buying music anymore. They're downloading it. CDs aren't selling, And so I get booked at this gig at Genghis Khan. And I get in my Dodge Super B and I put the acoustic guitar in the trunk and I drive up and I walk in and it's packed. And I go, oh shit, yeah, it's packed. And there's a girl on before me, like a pop girl. And as soon as she's done, the place empties out. And I'm next. And I go up there and I'm playing a 10-song set. There's people texting, they're talking and shit. And in my mind, I go, this is it. I'm going to count down these tunes. And when I'm done, I will not play music ever again. So I was like Burr on that thing. 10 more minutes, blah, 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 blah. 7 more minutes. I was like 5 more songs in my head, 4 more songs. And when I got to the last song, I put the guitar in the case, put it in the trunk, drove the Super B out of there, and never played music again other than the Bon Scott thing once a year. But it's amazing how quick people just forget. They're not like, hey, where you get, a couple weeks ago, when's your next gig? And after that, it kind of goes away and you're selling Harleys in the valley in the 114 degree sun. Having some guy go, pull the blue one out again. I want to see it in the sun. It's like, motherfucker, it's 117 out and your wife ain't going to let you buy this. Get out of here.
So when I got here, I was looking for a job.
Yeah.
Like during the pandemic,
Yep.
I was close to get a job at CVS, stocking shelves by my house.
Whoa, really? Doing what?
Stocking shelves.
Whoa.
I was like, but then I realized nobody would hire me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't get hired if I fucking wanted.
Thank God for that felony, huh?
No, well, the felony and, people like Joe, if you come to work here.
Oh, yeah, you'll get mobbed.
It's going to be mobbed up here.
Yeah.
We'll make money, but then when you're not here, we're not going to do nothing. So
yeah.
It was like.
But also people are like, aren't you Joe? Hey, can I get a photo?
Yeah, that's the reality of it.
Oh,
Like,
my
I was
God,
like, how can I get a fucking job in a warehouse? People are going to fucking torture me and shit. This is how fucking crazy I am.
Yeah.
Well, why were you getting a job?
I just wanted to try the normal life, man.
Yeah. I tried it.
It sucks.
It's just like The Godfather when they go, I'm out, and they pull me back in. Because there I was. I did music 25 years, and then I go, I'm going to sell Harleys. I need health care. And then the Tarantino people come walking on one day out of fucking nowhere, and they go, hey, we need an advisor on this biker film. And next thing you know, I land a role and advising on Hell Ride, and then I start doing movies and then comedy. So it was like, what the fuck, the weirdest way to get into comedy. The long way.
But it's crazy how I was like, you know what? Something's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy into a weed store. Somebody will have a fucking hot dog business. They need a partner or something. Nothing's happened.
Yeah.
So I'm stuck doing stand-up. And it's just fucking fine.
Yeah.
I can't be on planes every weekend anymore. That's one thing that the tours, that's done.
It's worse than ever, the planes.
The planes are worse than ever. I don't have the patience no more.
No.
I just don't have the patience.
The animals in there, man.
If I get there and they go, the plane's delayed,
I
fucking snap like a twig. And then the walking and the switching and they lose your luggage. And you're like, you know what, man? And every once in a while, you do get a great flight.
Yeah.
You do get a great flight, but for
No
the
air
majority
traffic
now-
controller guys anymore. You're like, hey, are we cool to come in right now? You know, a wheel falls
Yeah,
off.
there was something wrong the other night. They were diverting people out of Newark. There was a fire at Newark the other night.
Fucking
You
crazy.
could see the flames from the fucking highway or some shit. Every time you get on a plane now you have to take that insurance.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
and your family gets nothing. They get like $5,000. Well, I thought if I died in a plane ride, I get a couple million.
Oh, yeah.
You get 250,000 or 175,000, a percentage of what you're going to make for the rest of your life.
Oh.
That's the big. Look at these people in Minneapolis. The plane that flipped over. They told me the 30 G's to go fuck yourself. Go fuck myself. I'm calling fucking the judge that's getting that poor bastard out of Nicaragua that Trump sent down there by mistake. You see that poor bastard?
Oh, yeah.
They got him in a prison. I didn't do nothing. You had to do something.
Oh.
Somewhere along the line, you ran a package for the Nicaraguans. You did something for Valle del Norte, whatever that gang's name is. I don't know what the fuck their name is.
Oh, my God.
Noriega. No, the other fucking guy that, Trump just sent back. He iced some people, right? He sent back a bunch of Venezuelan gang members. Well, he took this dude that was like a UPS driver in Minneapolis. The judge told him he's got to be back by Monday. And they're like, listen, that ain't going to happen. That prison holds like 40 G's deep. By the time they find him, he's been raped already. God knows what's happened to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got some crazy times.
Really? He's staying? Yeah, because it was on 60 Minutes last night about the tattoos.
Yeah.
And how they found this guy had a flower tattoo over a crown. And he was like my favorite soccer player. And they're like, knock it off. You're a fucking gang member, cocksucker. How long did it take you to work on this special, Dean?
Well, I was, the first half of the material, I was kind of working up to do Conan for my second time. And then COVID hit. So it was a chunk about my back. And I was just going to go like an Al Magical style, which I really like his style, where you pick a topic and that's the thread of the 5 minutes. And from there, Burr started touring. We did a Texas tour right around COVID, and COVID was ending. And then from then on, I went on a 2-year arena tour with him. And I started working this stuff. And about the last 4 months of the tour, I was like, two things scared me. I had this weird acid reflux called silent reflux, where I didn't know I have it. It's not like the reflex where you go, God damn, heartburn. It's silent. My voice started fucking like going away because the acid flies up on your vocal cords and it just trashes it. So I went to the doctor and I was like worried, like I have no special in 15 years. If I died right now, it would be like I didn't do comedy. Like, yeah, I heard he did comedy, but I never fucking saw it. So immediately I was like, I got to get a special going. And I really felt ready. And I remember Dave Attell telling me, he's like, don't rush it, because once it's out there, if it's a piece of shit, it's just out there forever. So I really fucking dug into it. I was ready. And at the right time, I ended up interviewing this guy named Todd Mayo. And he owned this cave in Tennessee where they do bluegrass concerts. He has an Emmy award-winning TV show called The Cavern Sessions on PBS. It's like the other show, Austin City Limits, but it's bluegrass. He found this cave. He was just down in the dumps in his life and went cave fucking hiking, found it, went, I wonder if we could do a concert in here. He does Chris Stapleton, his first show. 12 years later, I'm interviewing him because he wrote a book called The Caveman Chronicles. Mid-interview, I go, I got to shoot my special in there. He goes, man, we've always wanted to do comedy. Let's do it. And a month later, Bill Burr, myself, and Marcus Price, who directed it, flew out there, took a full gamble. No one's ever done comedy in there. We don't know what it sounds like. We don't know what it's going to be. And it's an hour and a half outside of Nashville, which at the time, if I knew that, I would have been nervous too, because it's in the fucking no man's land. And these fans got to come out there. But they came out, 2 shows sold out. We shot the special. Marcus killed it. Bill produced it, financed it. It's self-financed. and it looks fucking insane. And it's the best thing I've ever done in my life. I absolutely love it. I don't care if it's one of those ones you could trash it with your comments and I'd be like, yeah, it's not for you. It's just, I love it, you know? So yeah, we got it. We shopped it. I was like, here we go. We're going to shop it. And they're going to be like, what the fuck? The $1 million special. No one called us back. No, Netflix, we couldn't even get them to look at a 1-minute clip. And this thing's phenomenal. Like if I was Ted or whoever the head guy is over there, and somebody said, you might want to look at this, I'd go, I don't care what it is, just buy that because they're going to click on it with just the look of it.
The look of it, yeah.
Just the look of it. Everybody that sees it, they go, what the fuck? And, you know, nobody's really done a special that looks like this. We're in a cave underground. It looks like fucking Mars. It's insane. And at one point, a bat flew over. And I was like, oh shit, a fucking bat. You know, like in the cave. It's a real cave. It's not a Hollywood fucking lot. People are in there and there's one door in, one door out. Anything goes down, you're fucking done. And then we had all these cabins there and yurks and tents, and people flew out and camped out there, partied for the weekend and came into the show. It was goddamn magic, man.
And now it comes out on Patreon when?
It's on Patreon right now for 10 days. And I put it on there really for my Patreoners that really helped me through COVID, man. Without the Patreon, I would have been fucking on the streets. I gave it to them last night. We watched it together. And now you can buy it on my Patreon for $10. You know, it's self-financed. So anything helps. And then I drop it the day we hit Austin, April 17th, the Paramount Theater. I'm dropping it on YouTube for everybody for free. And all I ask is just to share it or fucking just watch it, man. You know, it's pretty fucking insane, the look of it. And I love the jokes. The thread is great. I was ready. I was definitely ready. You know,
for you, man.
Goddamn, I put you on the front. The intro has all these photos, the people that helped me in my career. And if you stop it, it's kind of cool. You can stop it like a slot machine and see who comes up. Like Joey, San Francisco, when it was fogged out and I had the headline for you while your flight was stuck.
Oh, shit. That's right.
Yeah, that comes up. Right. Then you and I in the Comedy Store hallway the last week before you left. Boom, photo in there. I put everybody in there that really meant a lot to me in my life and my career. And then I dedicated to my mom, who passed away a couple years ago, who didn't get to see this, unfortunately. But, you know, Marcus Price, who did the recent Keith Robinson special, he directed the shit out of this thing. And he's in a cave. He doesn't know. It's not like we're all in a cave. Like, what do? I think you just get a crane and fly it. You know, we had a crane in there. It was fucking flying over the people. It looks cool, man. You saw some of it, right?
Yeah. It's really crazy how, I don't know what's going on in the special world anymore.
Yeah.
Some they buy, some people go on YouTube.
Yep.
It's,
I mean, they didn't buy like Joe List. Yeah, but these guys are inspiring to me, you know, like a Sam Morril or, you know, Tim Dillon, all these guys that put them on and they blew up. Shane, you know, these guys put them on and then they blew up and then people buy it. And it reminds me exactly of the music business right now. The music business just sits back and they look around at like, this guy has 10 million followers. And these 3 songs are 1 billion streams. Give them a deal. So now it's almost like they're kind of laying back and they're waiting. And if something blows up, then they come at you. And then that's when you grab all the money. You know, because you go, well, I already made this. So you got to, you know, come with something. Because I already got it going on right now. Now, I am not delusional. And I tell people this a million times because people just go like, yeah, you just put your special up, man. You get like 3 million views and you're selling out theaters. That's if you're like, say like on Rogan Weekly and you're getting people sharing it and you're getting the viral thing. This thing could easily just do 5,000 views. But in my heart, I'm fine with that because I made a special that I fucking love. And that's all I cared about. I love this thing. That's it, man. You either get clicks or you don't. It's not going to make you stop, you know?
It's not going to at least people get to see you. That's the number one thing about a special. It's a shame that HBO doesn't really put a lot of specials on anymore.
Right.
And if they do, it's somebody older.
Yep.
Now, it's just, everything has changed so much, but it's also changed that we have the power.
It's great.
We control our own destiny.
Yeah.
If you want to put a half-hour special up, put a half-hour special up.
Yeah. Yeah. YouTube. And then there's this new Venmo TV coming out that I've been reading heavy duty on. I think it's just going to get better and better for self-made people. So Venmo, what they want to do is you have your platform. They do Venmo TV. There's no algorithm. So you're not battling like, oh, nobody saw mine because I wasn't in the algorithm. It's just straight up your own TV channel. You have it hooked up to your Venmo and people just tip you or whatever. And everybody with Venmo can just watch this shit. They're going to have like a TV channel, dude. It's going to be crazy. I think that it could take off because, like a PayPal did a PayPal TV. Everybody has PayPal. So you're on PayPal and you go, oh, fuck, look at this, a special. I'm going to watch that. It's kind of a wild world, that we're about to probably venture into.
But they also, I've seen a lot of comics like get their old specials bought,
right? Like
later on. So like maybe they don't buy this one, but the next time they'll buy both.
Right, when they blow up like Shane Gillis or something.
Yeah.
They license it, and then you really got it because you still own it.
Right.
And then you can do whatever you want. Constantly chop it up, put it out, make clips, sell it to a different market, put it on the hotels, the airplanes, anything,
When do you think you were ready? Like, because you said you're at 15, like, do you think you were ready at 10 to do a special? Or like, when do you think you were ready?
To do another special?
No, when did you, to do this one?
Oh, no, about a year ago, I was like, I'm ready. I had done this material in an arena all around America, opening for Bill. And that's a tough gig when you're opening for one of the biggest comics in America, hands down. And he's a slayer. And you're coming out stone cold, no host. And you're doing 20 in an arena. And people are just looking at you like, where's Bill? And now you got to get it going. It is the fucking truth.
Yeah.
18,000. Garden. You just did the Garden. It's so fucking electric when you walk on.
Yeah.
Dude, I got goosebumps right now. You walk on, you're like, I'm fucking right where, some of the greatest shit of all time happened. You saw concerts there, Like fucking Zeppelin played here 5 nights or whatever. And you're in that dressing room. You see all the photos and you're like, all right, I got to fucking get this. It is. So you really figure it out right away. Is this material working? And once you see it's working, you're like, it's time to shoot this and move on.
Did it change at all going from like doing it in an arena to doing it in a club?
No, it's just like in the arena, like somebody told me when I first started doing arenas, they go, the tip is go slow.
Go slow.
That's it. And I was up there after a while. I was almost kind of cocky after a while because I was like, oh, another one of these. Because once you're inside, they're all kind of the same. It's driving up to it. You're like, fuck, we're in an arena. But once you're in it, you're like, oh, yeah, where are we?
If you go up there and do my style, it's the nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
Because all you hear is a person yelling into the microphone.
Right.
Because I'll go on a rant.
Right.
And those rants don't work that well in an arena. At least Bill has them tipped.
Right.
But a fast rant, you just hear, blah, 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 blah. It's like fucking listening to,
Yeah, you got the echo.
So you have to do the joke, let it magnify, and come back.
Yeah.
And hold your face and do it again. And it's hard to learn But that's why you do the theaters. That's why there's an evolution. You know, nobody goes from, well, I did. I went from fucking 18,000 seats to 60 last Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I died a slow death. Like I just died. Everything that came out of my mouth was horrible that night. But I'm like, I couldn't make, like I just came from the garden.
Yeah.
And here I am in a back room at a fucking sandwich place, you know.
Dude, the same thing happened to me. I did the garden, and the next morning I did the cellar brunch show and ate the biggest dick
Biggest
of
bag
all
of dicks.
time.
And that's
Of all
okay.
time.
You just came out of this fucking garden.
Dude.
You're good. You're good for a month.
Yeah.
If you bomb within that month, it don't matter. Because when you walk off, you bombed tonight. You really, bitch, I just did the garden.
Yeah.
You better check yourself, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I meant to bomb.
Yeah, 99 problems and a bitch ain't one.
Was that your first time doing the garden?
Second,
Whoa, who'd you do it with, Rogan?
Tony Hinchcliffe.
Oh, Tony. And,
Killed Tony. It was a
oh,
minute
that's
and a
right.
half.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
out today, man, everybody. It's on Netflix today.
The New York one?
Just came out.
No, not that new. It's a new episode.
Oh, Kill Tony?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the garden thing that they put
No,
out.
they just recorded it. Yeah.
Oh,
Came
wow.
out last night, 2 nights ago, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, the one with Shane and all those guys. Yeah,
I think Rogan's on it. Yeah.
yeah, I
Oh,
saw
wow.
them.
Yeah, it's out today.
Yeah, that's amazing, huh?
Fucking
Wild.
crazy.
Kill Tony, the belly room, and now they're on fucking Netflix.
Dude, I look at a lot of people from the store and I look at the success they've had, and all of them crazy hard workers. There's not one person that blew in there and you're like, that fucking guy was like here 2 weeks and he did arena. No, man. It's like grind, grind, grind.
I had a situation a couple weeks ago. These guys know about it. A friend of mine wanted me to put her podcast up. And it was a really weird conversation. And I did it for her because I have history with her and she's a wackadoo. And 2 hours later, she goes, I want you to take it down, you know? And then I heard from her like that night, like at 10 o'clock. And she was saying that she really wants to do a podcast, but she thought about it and she just destroyed herself. Like, you know, when you're talking to somebody, I've seen people do this all the time. Like, you know, I wanted to be this, but they just put all the negatives in it.
Yeah.
You know, and I said, okay, whatever you want to do. You know, it's up to your choice. I really don't give a fuck what she does. But I thought about it for 2 days, how people don't see themselves growing. But I thought about how when I did comedy all those years, I thought I was just going to die a bum. Okay? I was just doing comedy instead of doing criminal activities, whatever. My point is, but then you're running in this circle. You're in a circle, and everybody in that circle is poor. You're all struggling. This guy's got 2 roommates. This guy's mother sends him money. And then, in my world, it was like Josh Wolf, living in an apartment, eating turkey burgers. He gets a $500,000 deal. And then, you know, I saw Ralphie May in a studio apartment, and 6 months later, he's in a fucking house with a pound of weed on the fucking living room table.
Yeah.
You know, I still remember Joe when he was on news radio,
Right.
and he had the NSX or something like that. He sold the Scirocco
Yeah.
to the skinny kid at the store and bought an NSX,
Oh, an Acura.
you know? And
Yeah.
like you see, so when you see people, like when you grow up in North Bergen and you hang out with 10 guys, yeah, one of them might hit Eureka, gone to the Stark Market, whatever the fuck they did. But unless you see it, you don't believe in it.
Yeah.
And that's how because this isn't the problem. I wasn't just pointing her out. I pointed even people in LA that come to you and they go, I really want to write a script and I just need your help. And you're like, whatever you need. And then a week later, they talk themselves out of it.
Yeah.
Just talk themselves out of it. And you're like, you want to like talk them back into it, but you're worried about, I got a daughter. I ain't got time to convince you
Yeah.
to get your life together. But it's so weird how, unless you see people grow around you,
Yeah.
that's when you start believing it. Like I had
yeah.
Josh Wolf, Ralphie May, Bobby Lee. You had all these fucking people blowing up around you,
Crazy.
you know? And all of a sudden you're like, here I am in a 1-bedroom studio eating fucking ugats for breakfast. And then one day, something just happens. And now you're at least, like there was a time I had to call my wife every day and go, can you put $20 in the bank account?
Oh, yeah.
I would have like 4 from the night before.
Yeah.
So now I got 24. I could actually take 20 out and buy a bag of weed.
Yeah.
You know, I never thought I would be out of that. This was at 40. I was still calling my wife every day. Can you put 20 on my books? Joey, you know, we don't have money for the rent. I know. I'm going on the road, all this shit. But not even that. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about having good sets when people put you on a special or Comedy Central or whatever. It just switches. But unless people see other people growing, it's tough for them to believe that they're going to grow. And that night, and like I said, I just pointed her out because her attitude went from hero to 0 in 4 hours.
Yeah.
Like, it's not for me. I want to work behind the scenes. Of what? You know, I mean, and I just, all right, good luck, whatever you want to do. I'm here. And for 2 days, it really like, wow, how people got, I know, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I know so many comics that were so much funnier than I was.
Oh, man.
And then they went a different route. They got scared. They did this. They did that. I saw so many people talk themselves out of a career in L.A. And they were close because you never know how close you are.
You don't.
But why, like the words of my girl Sheryl Crow, why quit before the miracle happens?
Yeah.
Let the fucking miracle happen, you know? It's a fucking miracle. For me to have more than $200 in my checking account, that was a miracle.
Yeah, man.
Because if I got $300 for a gig, I bought an 8-ball.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
An 8-ball.
Yeah.
So it's a fucking miracle. And people don't, it's really hard to make people believe that you have to get into the slot. It's like you're in LA doing open mics. Then one day somebody says, come to the Improv with me. You go, the booker likes you. They make you do sets in the front.
Yeah.
You just moved into the chamber.
Totally.
Now, it could be a chamber of a fucking machine gun with 1,800 rounds.
Yeah.
Or it could be a chamber with 6 bullets.
You don't know?
You decide, and you don't know.
Yeah.
And you don't know. And you get into that. And the next thing you know, you book a national commercial. And now, it's no big deal booking a national commercial, but people can't fuck with you because they know you got a chance now. I don't want this motherfucker to blow up, and then he won't talk to me.
He's in the machine.
So, yeah, you're in the machine now. And then you might book a 1-line role in a movie. And then it just keeps going and going. But you're in the fucking rotation, you jerk off.
Yeah.
Don't give up now.
No.
Now is not the time to give up. And even if you're not in the rotation, get into the rotation, then quit.
Yep.
You know, it's so weird, jiu-jitsu. People quit after their first blue belt than anything. People just want to get a blue belt, then they don't show up no more.
Yeah.
It's just so weird how people don't see themselves. And to me, it's like a fucking shock because I didn't see it either. But I think when I got off the coke, I started to see it. And I go, if I ever had an opportunity to do it, it's now. And it worked. So I think people should really give themselves a fucking shot, you know, and go, I got this. And if I don't, I die doing it. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter no more.
Nope.
You're going to be broke anyway. You're not going to buy a car. I mean, it's just what we're going into the next 5 years is going to be horrible for everybody.
Yeah, so do what you fucking love.
So do it. Who gives a fuck?
That's what I said.
I got into comedy when I was in the worst spot of my life.
Yeah.
Out of prison, fucking divorced. It was fucking horrible. It was horrible. But I wouldn't have wanted, you know, it's like I told Lee, nobody ever pulls up to a open mic in a Lamborghini.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck
Nobody
no.
pulls up to an open mic in a Cadillac fucking Escalante.
It's
whatever the fuck
even playing field at an open mic. Even playing field. We're all in there.
The same. And I tell
no
people
man's
this,
land.
You know, it's like people who work for an hourly wage. That's great. But you're telling me you got no fucking balls. Take a chance. Columbus did, because guess what? On the first, we're all fucking even.
Yeah.
Whether I'm the number 1 salesman, number 10, we're all even, bitch.
Yep.
So I got another chance at the first of the month. And I love that. I love that we could throw away a month in your life. Fuck it, I'm smoking dope. I'm getting herpes. I'm not fucking sleeping this month. And then you come back, you take your herpes medication, and you're fucking back. That's what this whole thing is about, man. And as old guys, we got to explain it to these young motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That we've seen it.
Yeah, man.
You know, I've seen it. I've seen
it.
people fucking hit a home run right in front of my fucking eyes.
Oh,
And
God.
go, holy shit. We were just together.
That parking lot at the store
Yeah.
is a fucking plane. You know, like, it's like, here comes this car. Like, whoa, someone got a deal.
Yeah. I still remember writing a one-man show with this fucking loser. And I would meet him at that hamburger place in Burbank.
Oh, yeah.
Where people bring all their cars on Friday nights.
Oh, yeah, Big Bob. Bob's Big Boy.
Bob. Is that out of business yet?
No, fuck no.
That burger, that gives you hemorrhoids.
Oh,
that
man.
burger's next to the fucking Starbucks.
Red Band and I used to go there at night,
It's
late
right
style.
next to a Starbucks.
Chili burger. Yeah.
And I was in there one day. What the fuck was I going to tell you? God damn it. I forget now.
Cars pulling in.
No. Oh, I know what the fuck it was. I'm sitting there. I'm writing a one-man show with a guy.
Oh, yeah, the loser.
I forget what the fuck I was going to say. God damn it.
Damn it.
Those edibles are good. I'm writing a one-man show with a stiff.
Yeah.
And as I'm walking out of here, Joey, what are you doing here? And I turn around at Billy Gardell.
Oh, wow.
And I go, Billy, what's going on? How you doing? And we start talking. And he's telling me how he's thinking of moving back to Pittsburgh. That the Funny Bones just offered him a deal, and it was horrible money. And I was about to tell him that they had called me too, and the money was god-awful. And I had to call him back and go, I'll do those weeks, but I'm not doing Sunday. Then we're going to prorate it.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, you have to do Sunday. And I'm like, listen, this deal is not going to work.
Yeah.
But I still remember Billy Gardell telling me this. And a year later, he's on a CBS show. And now he's the host of a fucking, wasn't he hosting? He's had 2 shows on CBS
Yeah.
that are in fucking recurring, whatever the fuck that's called, syndication.
Right.
And he's touring now. You know, he's going to be here somewhere.
I see him at Flappers.
Yeah, I know he's at Flappers.
Yeah.
He's a funny
Good dude.
motherfucker.
Oh, man,
But I
good
still
dude.
remember seeing him.
He lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
He looks killer.
Yeah. I still remember seeing, and he was a killer comic.
Yeah. He's one of the nicest dudes, man.
Dudes in the world.
He'll come up and go, God damn, that fucking joke's strong.
Yeah, no,
you know?
he's a good dude.
He'll tell
he's
you
a
that.
very good dude.
Yeah.
He's an old school comic.
Yep.
And I still remember him going, I don't know if this is going to work out. Motherfucker, you got a billboard on fucking CBS and shit now. And and I remember those things.
Yeah.
Ali Wong.
Oh, man, I tell the story
Ali
all the
Wong,
time.
Fucking, half of these Whitney. Well, no, I didn't know Whitney before the operation.
Ali Wong's incredible. What a superstar.
Yeah, I don't remember her. I didn't meet her till after she had the TV show. But you see all these people and you see them make the explosion. Now you're like, okay, that could happen to me.
There's been a lot of explosions out of the store.
A lot of
It is nuts.
the chick on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, yeah. Melissa.
No.
Oh, fucking Punky.
Punky.
Dude,
yeah.
bartender to SNL. Great story. Great story.
I bumped into that black dude.
Leslie Jones also out of there.
Leslie Jones.
Fucking Melissa, 3 SNL people, Crazy. I love it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And I remember meeting the black dude from Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. Oh, yeah.
I forget what it
Forrest
Michael
Whitaker?
T.
Oh.
Michael T.
Oh, okay.
Williamson. Michael T. Williamson did the pilot for Miami Vice. And years ago, we did a new Law and Order mock-up show.
Oh, wow.
I got a call from an acting coach. And he goes, keep this under the fucking wraps. Law and Order wants to do something else. It was called Law and Order Judges Circle or something.
Yeah.
And they just wanted to use a couple actors, and she used me. It was me, the kid that's always on. He was on our podcast. He's a guitar player that came from Northern California, and he was Joe Bonamasso's student. I forget what his name is. I see him a lot on Twitter.
Richie Kotzen?
Huh?
Richie Kotzen?
No. It was him and Michael T. Williamson.
Oh, wow.
And during the breaks, I would talk to Michael T. Williamson. And he goes, I saw you at the store one night, good stuff. And we started talking. And he goes, I used to hang out at the store a lot before I got Miami Vice, because he was on the pilot of Miami Vice. And he goes, I used to see Trudy. Trudy was on Miami Vice.
Yeah,
the black
that's
girl.
right.
She was a waitress at the store.
Wow.
She was a fucking waitress. He used to see her, And I go, where is she today? And he goes, she owns a clothing store in Compton or, down there.
Yeah.
She owns clothing
That
store.
place has churned out the stars.
What's that? The store?
The store. It is crazy. In the last 20 years since I started, I'm 16 years in now, I just look at the people and I go like, wow. Ari, Burr. I mean, Burr, of course, he's,
Burr
30.
was always a star.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, when you really look at like these guys that became these giant killers in there working all that material, and then Gerard Carmichael and who else was somebody else fucking shot their special there.
Brother, there is so much shit that came out of there.
Yeah.
And I tell people all the time. I told Lee a couple weeks ago on this podcast, I don't really care about shit. Like, I didn't do nothing in comedy, but I held my own on Tuesdays and Thursday nights the last 4 years.
Yeah.
And that meant more to me than anything in the world. Those are the best lineups you're going to see. And we were right there. And, they were always, just being around that, you knew you had to be on top of your game. There was no fucking, and that's all I ever gave a fuck about. No matter how this ended, I came out of Comedy Store Marine.
Yep.
And that's all I ever gave a fuck about. And here we are. And
you get that name on the wall,
Yeah.
and sometimes you're rolling down Sunset and you turn the corner and you see your name on the marquee. It is fucking awesome.
I wouldn't even look. I would just shake my head and pull in the parking spot.
It was awesome.
And the first time they put your name up there, you come all over yourself.
Oh, I sent it to my mom.
As you're leaving, they're putting the name up the night before.
Yeah,
and
they're putting it up. You're like, I'm not there.
Shit. And then you get there and it's a different name.
Oh, yeah.
They just put that up because then somebody called in to pop in.
Yeah.
And you come down there and watch this, bitch.
Yeah. Oh.
Barry Sobel,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
What the fuck?
Motherfucker. Any dates, brother?
Huh?
Any dates?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. This comes out tomorrow. So I will be with you at Moon Tower, 17th and 18th, and Lee at the Paramount Theater. Then I go to the Vegas Cellar for 7 shows, May 12th through like the 16th. And then one of my favorite new clubs in America, the Comedy Fort in Fort Collins, Colorado. I was telling you about it. It is fucking amazing. The owner's great. I'm there in June. So, yeah, and then the special once again comes out April 17th on YouTube, free. Go to my website, DeanDelray.com, all the tour dates, everything, the Patreon. Thank
Congratulations,
you.
brother.
Oh, God, I fucking love you, man. And
Lee, what do you got, cocksucker?
Yeah, Lee,
look at the shape of this beauty.
Yeah.
I got a busy week.
I got a busy
I'm at
week.
the Broadway Comedy Club Tuesday and Thursday. I'm with you on Wednesday in Jersey.
Dojo of Death.
Yeah.
Dojo of Death.
And then I got May something. May 17th at Philadelphia. That's sold out. NJ Packers sold out now. We got tickets going on sale for August something at Parks, right? Yeah. August 15th
Where?
or something. Parks Casino, Philadelphia.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's my
Oh,
new
yeah.
little-
Were you telling me you're going to do like a run there?
Yeah. I've done 2 shows
Oh,
already.
that's cool, man.
I got one more next month, and then I love the place. So where you going to be again, Lee?
Broadway on Tuesday and Thursday, and with you at the Dojo on Wednesday.
Lee got cooked. What'd you give him?
What didn't I give him?
He's got some slurring going on.
Oh, yeah. It was that last fucking
Lee
episode.
and I rode the bus over, man. That was wild.
Wait till you have to ride the bus home with him and carry him.
No,
Wait till you have to sit on your lap on
I'm
the
going
bus.
Uber. I got to go to the
Okay, yeah, he'll take
stand.
an Uber with you. It's good to see you, brother.
Goddamn,
Congratulations
I
again.
miss
You're
you,
my
man.
brother. I miss you too. And just being here right now brings me back to those last couple of weeks in LA.
That time I smoked the 24 karat at snake bite, and I was drooling, and you were talking, and I just came out like, Joe Montana's the best. Just
Oh my God.
I was running down the stories with Lee on the bus ride over here. That fucking family brawl at the Gotham, with the tables.
Oh my God. What about the time we saw the guy with the pirate?
Driving.
The guy driving. And, and we were right next to him.
Oh my
the pirate.
God.
And the guy looked at us with the
That was the fucking funniest, dude. Pirate. You're a pirate. Look at you.
Let me tell you something. There's nothing like a comedy ride.
Oh my God.
And you have to go to a gig and there's traffic. Me and Lee had to go to San Diego one night.
Oh.
We could not stop. We had to pull over. Like
yeah.
2 times.
Oh, yeah.
I was laughing so hard, my head was ringing. That's the night I was telling Lee about how you have to come in a woman's mouth and then punch her in the stomach. And then she comes and then you make her suck it up with a straw. And he's like, how do you do that? I had never done that in my life. I'm just pulling his leg. And the whole night, so wait a second, you come in their stomach and then why do you punch him to get it out? And then what? Then you make him suck it up with the straw. He was like baffled.
Oh,
he had never heard that at Jew summer weight camp.
Also, and I could be wrong, isn't this also the ride where you told me that you were pregnant?
What's that?
Isn't
You were
it also the
pregnant?
ride that you told me that Mercy was coming?
I don't remember.
I think it was that same ride. Like you told me those 2 stories.
I don't know. That's when we went to Harrah's in San Diego.
Oh, yeah.
We were fucking late. We were fucked up. We took like 2,000 milligrams on the ride down.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
When we got down, the guy's like, the show's starting. No, it's not.
Yeah.
We're eating first.
We
No,
got to
it's
sit
not.
down for a minute.
Yeah, they can wait all they want. The guy brought me fucking lobster bisque in a rush out of like a Chinese container. I'm like, I'm not getting on that stage. I'm fucked up, Jack. He's like, what do you mean? I'm fucked up. So you better get some food out of here. Lee was eating right out of the fucking container.
Yeah.
They gave him like steak or something. It was
Oh,
the
man.
Well,
fucking
dude,
great food.
I don't think I had an iPhone yet, maybe, or dude, or something didn't work, and we kept getting lost and kept getting lost.
Yeah, we kept getting lost.
You had to get out of the car at one point because I think you had to puke or something.
You what?
Didn't you have to puke or something?
Oh, yeah. We ate like fucking everything.
Oh, my God. And you're driving.
And we're driving and doing 90. 90, you know, that
Oh, my
San
God.
Diego traffic.
Oh,
bro. I
yeah.
don't wish I
Oh,
know
no,
that.
the worst. I did it last Thursday.
Oh, the worst.
I did a one-nighter at La Jolla.
Oh,
You know, it's 7-hour drive down. You could just go to SF if you wanted. Fuck.
I'm done. That drive always used
Oh,
to
my
get me.
God.
And people never understood. It doesn't work.
It is gnarly.
It doesn't work.
I like
Guys,
the
it
train.
doesn't work.
I go the train.
Doesn't work. It's too long.
It's far.
When you drive back in an hour and 30.
Isn't that
and
nuts?
It takes you 40 hours to get. It takes you 4. You leave at 2:00. You're not getting there till 6. Bro.
Nope.
Forget it.
I leave at 10
I'm not
now.
doing it. I'm not fucking doing it.
Crazy.
It was always horrible. That was the worst drive in America.
Oh,
How does a 1.5 hour? Bro, I even made it back an hour. When I was doing coke,
Oh, yeah.
my drug dealer used to close at 1. I made it back in an hour 20.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's 90 from Irvine all the way to fucking Hollywood.
I did an hour, 43 minutes Thursday
Yeah.
night.
And on
No
the way,
problem.
Bro, on the way down, it's fucking 4 hours.
Oh, easily. Easily.
Every time.
Easily.
No.
Whoa.
No. I don't even like that San Diego that much. There's nothing down there for me. You know
I
what I'm
love
saying?
that club, boy.
I like
Oh,
the club. I like the
it.
beach. I like the sushi. But
Yeah.
after that, put me in the fucking car.
Yeah, yeah.
4 hours for this shit? I could just go to Sushi's Eye, whatever the fuck, by my house. The one next to the comedy store. Sushi's End, whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, yeah.
I love you, cocksuckers. Stay black. We'll be back next week. Don't forget to watch Dean Delray's special. And don't forget to, I don't know. Kick this motherfucking Neil Lee. What's up, beautiful people? I'm here with my main man, Lee Syatt, for another fun-filled episode of the Church of What's Happening Now, new edition. It's Tuesday, the 12th of August.
Isn't that crazy?
The month is flying. The kids, I think in Florida, they're already at school.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Florida, Nashville, kids already at school, starting. It flew by this summer, dog.
My cousins lived in Florida when I grew up, and I used to, like, that used to blow my mind that they were in school in August. That would suck.
Sweating your ass off the last 2 weeks, making believe you want to be there.
Oh,
Then you got to go to school for Labor Day and then come back. Just start school after Labor Day. That destroys it. So I'm in school for 2 weeks and I got my first vacation, and it's a Monday and I got to come back on Tuesday like half with a sunburn. Just let me go back.
sometimes
to
now
the
they'll
second.
have you go like the Wednesday, and then like you'll go for like 2 days, and then you have the long weekend for Labor Day. They fuck with you. That's like a job like I sort of regret not doing as a teacher. Like that, I know it's a pain in the ass, but the schedule is fucking awesome.
No, it's not.
You wouldn't like that? Be done by 3?
No.
Dude, there's so many
You're not
comics
done
who are
by
teachers.
3. They're done by 3. You got to stay and mark papers and grade this and do
Fucking
that.
second grade, so there's no papers.
Well, okay, but you still got to fucking work. You still got to deal with those fucking kids.
Yeah, that part's tough.
You still got snots, and kids are different. They're not respectful. And so what? You got 2 months off in the summer? How bad do you feel in September? I'd rather work the whole summer than have the summer off and then have to go back in September like, fuck. Now I got to go back to this job and do this shit all over again.
Really? I would love 2 months off every year. You wouldn't like that? You don't like vacations.
I don't like vacations. What am I going to do? Sit
I
around?
never understood. It's why you work so hard, is to take a break.
What break? There's no breaks.
What do you mean, what break?
What breaks? People who take breaks end up dead. There's no breaks.
Everyone ends up dead, so take some breaks.
But on your time, not on the world's time, there's no break. Lee, you know why I don't like breaks? Because everybody's always complaining. 7 out of people complain about money issues right now.
Yeah.
And 8 out of 10 people complain about their career. But you got the audacity to go on a vacation. I love stand-up comedy. The only thing I don't like about stand-up comedy that I never liked, that's why it's very weird that I did it, because I don't like telling you what I'm going to do in 2 weeks on a Saturday. Leave me the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? Don't call me on a fucking, October 23rd, I'm getting married. That's your business. That's got nothing to do with me. It's my son's birthday. That's got nothing to do with me. Okay? It really doesn't. I mean, but every day you get a call on who's hurting financially, who's doing this. And then you have the people what about this? So your girlfriend, that goofy bitch, right? Because everybody's got a goofy fucking bitch girlfriend that has horrible ideas, but she sucks our dick and they talk us into it. So how about next April, we go to Caracas, Venezuela, and you just got your dick sucked. You're like, oh yeah, that would be great. Oh my God, I always wanted to go to fucking Caracas. Okay, and that's a great vacation. I'm not lying to you. You want to, this is what you work for. But what if 3 weeks before Caracas, your cat dies, your car blows up, and you lost your job? Are you still going to go on that vacation? White people do. Like, let's still go. What are they going to do here? So the whole 10 days, I'm thinking about where I'm going to work. I miss my cat, and what am I going to drive when I get back? That's not a fucking vacation. That's what I don't like. I don't know what's going to happen next March. How much do they want? $100. I'll lose $100 to fucking pander somebody. Like, yeah, maybe I'll go. But for me to give you $8,000, and I don't know what's going to happen next March. And all of a sudden, March comes along, my mother just died, my uncle's in the hospital, my girlfriend's got a foot that got cut off, and you want me to go on vacation. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Life isn't that easy. And there's people who still take off in that situation.
Well, yeah,
and
those
you
are
have
idiots.
to worry about that. Like somebody called me last year, and like, I'm going on vacation, but I'm concerned. My my father's really sick. He's on his deathbed. That's when the vacation gets canceled. Because I would never want to be on a vacation and get the call that my dad died.
That's fair.
So 3 days later, I got to get back on a plane. Now I got to go back crying, on the fucking plane like a faggot. For what? For what? And that's what I don't like about vacations, that I don't know what's going to be happening at that time. Yeah, on paper, anything. You know us as comedians.
Right.
Plan something. Plan something. As a comic, plan something. Because the day you go, your girlfriend's like, let's do August 23rd. Okay, August 23rd. That's the day Tarantino calls you. Kimmel calls you. That Friday. That Friday before you leave is the day, name the biggest director today. He calls you and says, I have 4 days for you in the movie. They start Sunday. And now you got to look at your cunt family and go, oh, looks like you're going on your own. I didn't want to go to Disneyland anyway. I didn't want to go anywhere. That's in my mind all the time. That's the type of guy I am. I don't want to miss nothing. When we grew up in North Bergen, you didn't want to go home. You did not want to go home. Did you ever want to go home when you were in high school? Because you didn't want to wake up the next day and go, bro, after you left, a chick pulled up and sucked everybody's dick. And you're like, God damn it, I should have done that book report on trigonometry or whatever. So we were raised not to go home. So you understand all these little things? That's why I don't like vacations.
I totally get it. But why? I get the business thing. But like before that, every scenario was like worst. Like if you go on a vacation, the world's gonna end. Like what if the world doesn't end? Like
What do you mean the world's gonna end?
You said like my mom died, my cat died.
Right, but no. Think about it. When you let's say right now, you talk to your girlfriend and she goes, "This weekend we want to go to Saratoga." That's fine. It's Monday. You know, I don't know what I'm gonna feel like, but I'll yes you to on Monday. I'll tell you whatever the fuck you want to hear about Saturday. You know, but as Thursday comes along, you got an audition Monday. I got no time to hold hands and walk around the town. Oh my God, let's go look at the museum. I don't have time for that shit. I don't have time, and I've never had time for that. I've been one of those guys that we cry when we don't have what we want. But to get it, we're going to take a vacation now. That doesn't fly with me at all, because if you're going to come back from that vacation going, I don't know what's going on with my comedy. Well, you went on vacation for a week. That's what happened to your comedy. You went on vacation. You thought you earned the right to go on a fucking vacation. And at the end of the day, none of us earned the fucking right to go on a vacation. None of us. None of us. There's a number that you have to earn to go on a vacation. It's unrealistic. So that means you're never going to go on a fucking vacation. I need to make $8 million in the month of March. Never going to happen. So I'm not going on vacation unless I mug Jeff Bezos.
What if you make 7?
I ain't going on vacation. The goal was 8.
Jesus Christ.
That's how you have to treat yourself. Who the fuck am I to go swing somewhere when I owe on my credit card, I have a mortgage, and I have all these things in my life? Who the fuck am I to go hang out with white people and drink cocktails and before you drink them, honey, we're going to put this on the Visa card. Yeah, okay. So that's not a vacation.
Right.
That's not a vacation. A vacation to me is, let's go. And we got 20 chicks coming from all over the world, and they all got to sign NDAs because they're dying anyway, right? We're killing them anyway on the boat, right? They're not making it back to tell an Epstein story or nothing. That's what people are going to learn from this Epstein list. No more stories. Once you finish with them, you kill them all. That's it. You want to come to an orgy? Just know prepared to die. Sign your will before you come in, because you ain't going home. That's it. I hope people learned all this shit from Puffy and Diddy and fucking Epstein and the island with Carlos Leder. What was that? Paradise Cove, where they were doing coke and doing abortions. Women were so coked up they were doing abortions fresh. Like they were just ripping the fucking baby out of your snatch with cocaine. What was the name of Pablo Escobar? Not Pablo. Carlos Leder had an island. Remember? Between Colombia and Miami, Carlos Leder bought a fucking island. And it was filled with cocaine. Carlos Leder was one of the guys from the Medellin cartel that thought he was fucking philosophical. He was half German and half Colombian, so he loved Hitler. So he would fucking get coked up and talk about Hitler and fucking all this shit. And once he lost his mind, the cartel got together. When the United States said we're going to go, Norman's Cay. When the United States got together, they go, what we're going to do? And the cartel got together and go, look, we can end this. Just give him Carlos Leder. He's fucking crazy anyway. He's crazy. He lives on an island. He's having orgies, fucking killing kids, women, people fucking, sucking. They were bringing the coke there and leaving like 10 kilos, and he was snorting it all.
Do you think it was really good coke?
Dog, it was an island with coke and nobody to watch you. Whether the coke was good or bad, I'm having a good time. Somebody's dying. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's dying. All these people want to party, but nobody wants to die. Like, when I was a kid, people OD'd. Right at a party, they OD'd. They fucking lost a fucking leg. That's a party.
I don't think they went to the
These
party
little
looking at
faggots
OD,
now
though.
sit there at DJs down the shore. Oh, yeah. To some black rapper with an organ and a stick. Think, think, yeah, you looking good. Think. And what the fuck? What the fuck? So anyway, we're talking about vacations. Now we're talking about black people. I don't know how that happened. And nobody's going to Jamaica. Anyway, that's why. That's the way I've always thought, Lee.
I mean, do you ever, looking back, do you ever be like, I should maybe like a 1 week, like I'm not telling, I do agree, I've never, knock on wood, I've never had credit card debt. So like that, I've been very good about that, and that I agree with. But like if you can afford, 3 days in Tampa.
Why Tampa? I don't want to go to Tampa.
Because to you, every vacation was like to the south of France, and I'm going $100,000 in debt. I'm talking about like let's go to the beach for 5 days and I don't know, chill, go to Waffle House.
I went down to that North Carolina, that fucking armpit.
I forgot about that. You did go on vacation in the last couple of years.
That sucked. That shit sucks for a guy like me. You know what I like? You know what a vacation is for me? Just going to a nice hotel,
Yeah.
eating, going on the balcony, smoking dope, torturing somebody, smoking pot outside and watching security scramble, and then leaving like a little joint in the ashtray, and then going to the front desk and going, "Do you smell marijuana?" I'm a Christian. I do not like the smell of marijuana in my hotel. That's fun.
Yeah. So I see. That is fantastic. So you just want to go alone and torture people just in like new locations. You just want to torture
I'm
random
getting
people.
to an age that when I was younger, I liked torturing people. But I'm getting to an age since I have no friends. I don't talk to them. Like, I didn't talk to anybody all weekend. So I basically just tortured people. I took my daughter's softball whistle, that fucking whistle, the problems I caused with that whistle. I went to my buddy's restaurant, Eddie Bart. What was the name of the Eddie Bart's restaurant? Out in the Little Ferry. Fucking great restaurant. I'm sitting there, Hackensack. Doesn't matter, George. I don't even know the name of it. So I'm sitting there with Eddie Bart, and I'm blowing this whistle. Dee, dee. And every time I blow the whistle, he's a general manager. He's getting up and looking around. For 2 hours, they thought the fire alarm was going off.
Oh, my
And every time they would settle, I'd do another beep, beep, and they'd get up and they'd run the fucking restaurant. He didn't know until I did the podcast a week later, and he listened to it. And I talked about the whistle.
That you
So,
would. Oh my God.
Saturday night, I went out with a couple to dinner, a young couple. I met her 5 years ago. She's the first person I met in Marlboro. Then she introduced me to her boyfriend. I'm tighter with the boyfriend now than I am with her because he has a health food store. So I see him a lot more. So they invited me out Saturday night. And at first I was like, I don't know. And I met him. I had the last 2 edibles. I had two 500 milligram edibles. And I had some Enigma mushrooms, and I ate half the bag, but I haven't been eating mushrooms, so they kind of give you that euphoric for about a half hour. So I was eating in this restaurant. I ordered the Italian fried rice. They got Italian fried rice. And I'm eating the fried rice, and I'm fucking tripping. I'm getting high on the edibles, and the guy gave me a steak knife by mistake. So I'm just sitting there. Every 5 minutes, I would just pick up the steak knife and go, ha! And I just... The people next to me were going crazy every time I said ha. And then I broke the whistle out by myself. And I just started doing the beep, beep. And everybody's looking around. I'm like, and I'm calling the waiter over going, what's that whistle? And I'm like, let me find out what it is. He's running the restaurant. That's what I giggle upon.
Oh my God.
That's what I like doing.
Dude, I forgot that Terry and Mercy were gone. You alone for a few days must be like, that must be the craziest thing that anyone's ever, like, you just left to your own devices. How long did it take you to break the whistle out? How many days were you alone until you
Thursday night, I took the whistle out.
And they left Thursday morning.
Hold on. Let's go to our break. Let's bring in our guest, and we'll continue this conversation. I want to talk to you a little bit about Lucy gum, all right? We'll be right back. Hey, guys, Uncle Joe here. Listen, if your current nicotine pouches taste like something you find at the bottom of your grandfather's drawer, it's time for an upgrade. Lucy Breakers brings nicotine pouches to the next level, Jack, with a flavor capsule inside each of them that can break to release a wave of flavor with options like berry citrus, espresso, mango, apple cider. There's a flavor for every mood. Me, I'm a berry citrus type of guy. You can even get a subscription to ensure that you'll never run out of these Lucy little freezers there. Let's level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. Go to lucy.co/church, CHURCH, and use promo code CHURCH, CHURCH, to get 20% off your first order. 20%. Lucy even has a 30-day refund policy. So if you change your mind again, that's okay. Lucy.co/church and use code CHURCH to get 20% off. And here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age. Every order is age verified. And this product contains nicotine. And if you didn't know it, nicotine is an addictive chemical. Yo, Uncle Joey here. You ever have a gut feeling something's going to happen? You know it's going to happen? Well, here's your chance to see if your gut is right. UFC 319 is blowing back to the Windy City for the first time in 6 years. Check out the fight card and get in on the action with DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the UFC. If you're new to DraftKings, check this out. Ready? New customers, you bet $5. That's it. If you win, you're going to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. New customers who bet $5 will get $200 in bonus bets instantly. 200, just like that, and football's right around the corner. It's an awesome way to get started. So finally, put your money where your mouth is. Turn that gut feeling into real cash, Jack. Don't miss out on UFC 319 action. Overs, unders, parlays, knockouts. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now, tonight, or today, and press in code JOEY, Joey. That's code JOEY for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you just bet $5. Only at DraftKings, where, you know, the crown is yours, Jack. Good luck this Saturday.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
We're back. Don't forget, try Lucy Gum. Our guest today is a friend of mine, my longest comedy friend that's still doing comedy, Mr. Josh Wolf. What's happening, brother?
What's up, dude?
30 fucking years, I know.
I know, man.
We saw comedy go, change. People died.
You know what, though? Like, people definitely died.
Well, that lady up in Seattle that wouldn't book me. And then she's your ex-manager.
My old manager? The woman who,
Laura, yeah, God rest her soul.
Yeah, Laura. You talking about Laura?
Yeah, Laura. I forgot her last name.
She didn't have Ron's last name.
No, she didn't. She
Crocker.
Laura
Crocker.
Yeah, she wouldn't book me, but I would call every Wednesday and go, hey, can I do a guest set at your club? And she would fucking cringe. I guess you can. And then the club would say, why don't you ever work here? I don't know. Laura don't like me.
She did like a one-nighter or something in the...
She had a bunch of one-nighters. Her?
Yeah, but Pat Wilson loved you.
Pat Wilson, yeah, until she found out I was getting paid and not showing to her gigs. She had that Friday at the Army base. I just stopped showing up.
Dude,
I just stopped. She's
that
like,
Friday at the Army base was
brutal.
Horrible.
I just stopped going down there. I don't want to get paid $25 to get put on a firing line.
Dude, it's the only place. It's the only place somebody threw a bottle at me from the crowd.
It was a firing line. They were going to shoot you for 25.
Fucking crazy.
I stopped going. I kept getting the checks. She's like, "Did you go? How was the show?" It was great. I never went. I didn't go for like 3 or 4 weeks. It was just $25 a week.
Place was one of the roughest shows. The fact that they knew that they might throw bottles, and nobody ever
interfered.
Nah, not once.
Then we had the comedy room with the parrot behind us.
Dude, I've never seen... I was telling somebody this story the other day. I've never seen you angrier on stage than when that parrot started making noises.
Oh, my God, because you're trying to... I have enough time telling jokes and remembering my jokes, and I got a parrot behind me going, Johnny, want a cracker?
Yo, and this was... I'm assuming at this time, too, you always had coke in you. You were not a calm dude.
No.
And when that parrot started you were like, I'm going to kill this fucking parrot. You're like, how much? You don't have to pay me, and I'm going to kill this fucking parrot. Dude, listen to me. I was talking to you about this earlier, but we did comedy together when it was still just fun.
Listen, comedy is very fun. I mean, the new generation, it's got to be a nightmare for them because they're coming up knowing that if you get enough views on YouTube, somebody will hire you. If you, light your dick on fire on Instagram and get 3 million people, 10% of that is 300,000, right? 3 million, 300,000, 30,000, something like that. It's still enough people to rock and roll with. And they're all confused. They don't know really where to go. And I tell Lee constantly, this is just about getting funny right now. This area, this year 1 to year 12, is basically you listening. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Oh, really? You got a Netflix special? How great of you! Listen, it's not anybody else's journey. It's your journey. I was watching that stupid movie the other day,
Which one?
and it made a lot of sense to me. Full Metal Jacket. Listen to what the Marines teach you. This is my rifle. There's many like it, but this one is mine. Okay? Listen to those words. But this one is mine. This is your journey. Whether you're fucking a ballet, stand-up, jiu-jitsu, karate, whatever you're doing, it's your journey. Once you start comparing it to Lee's or Josh's or Nick, that's where your journey ends. And that's what I have to remove from the younger generation of comedy. That everybody's moving at a different pace right now. And dog, when I got to LA, the first 6 months, those were the most hurtful feelings of my life.
How come?
Because you were going to this place to see a guy that was on TV. I was raised in comedy that if you were on TV on a sitcom, you were not just funny on stage. You were a dangerous fucking man. Okay? I would go see all those guys that were on TV shows those days, and I would rip their hearts out the first 3 minutes. They couldn't even run with me. And that's what gave me confidence. I'm like, these guys aren't as funny as I fucking thought. And then there were guys that just picked up roles in movies that you were like, he's a lot better than me because he was in a movie. Then you went to see him, and you're like, this guy blows. This guy blows. This is terrible fucking comedy, you know? You don't have that. Like, you can't gauge yourself with that no more. Listen, I could be the best actor in the world, go into an audition now, and if I don't have 300,000 people on Instagram and a guy less than me has 10 million, he gets the role.
But you know what else that we didn't have to deal with that they kind of do? Because there wasn't, especially when we first started, dude, there was no like carrot of, oh, if you do this, you could make a shit ton of money tomorrow. So we took a real slow drip approach to the learning because that's what it was. It was it was all about spots and only about spots because there was nothing else. Right now, it's not just spots. It's spot content, likes, all this other shit that we didn't have
so
to
your
focus
focus
on.
is on being funny and writing.
This is what I'm saying.
That's it.
This is
Your
what I'm saying.
focus was
Agreed.
on being funny and writing.
But our only goal, dude, was to be comedians. It wasn't to be internet famous.
No, there
it
was
was
no
just
internet
to
fame.
be. It was just to be comedians.
There was none of that
It was
shit.
different. It was different.
But still, like I tell young comics all the time, listen, avoid. If I knew what I knew now, avoid social media for right now.
Yeah.
Avoid it. You're not doing nothing. If you're just going to put a reel of you doing stand-up, if you're going to put a piece of you in a comedy club behind you to show the audience, don't do it. Because everybody's doing it. Right now, you got to figure out something else if you're a comedian. Listen, tickets are not moving like they used to for a lot of people. And not just lower names, higher names. It's just not happening. They're looking at these $400 ticket prices and going, dog, what the fuck? So something's got to happen with comedy. And we all know what's going to happen with comedy pretty soon. There's just too many comedians. There's too many clubs. And there's not much going on.
But you know what I think is missing, dude, from comedy? What I think is missing also is like there became like this is what comedy is. But if you go back to the lineups that Mitzi used to put on, there's no Heath Heiches now. Do you know what I mean? There's nobody. She celebrated every different type
Genre,
of
right.
and I think that is missing right now. It's not all the same comic, but it's all the same comedy. We don't have those dudes. Heath Heisch, dude,
Where is Heath Heisch?
I don't know, man. Heath was legitimately funny, and to be funny in 15 minutes with all of that stuff was very difficult.
First time, what was his thing?
He was a prop guy.
Prop guy. But he had a prop dog that he played a preacher, a black preacher.
Yeah, dude.
And he had white women behind him. And he controlled them with fucking...
Yeah.
They were like eagle arms. And he controlled them and shit. And they would pop their head.
Yeah.
He did some crazy shit. First of all, I was watching George Carlin the other night.
Which
I'm
one?
a big George Carlin fan.
You're not?
No, but I actually watched it for like 20 minutes. Let's get down to basics. Okay, right now, we're living in a time where we all sound the same. The top guys are not doing anything spectacular. They're not doing anything spectacular. I'm not doing anything spectacular. Nobody's really doing anything spectacular. We're old hat. We've been around for 20, 30 fucking years. Okay? So, I'm waiting for that material to blow out of my ass, too. I'm waiting. Every day I sit there and go, I've been doing the same shit I did for 30 years. It's just not doing it no more.
Yeah.
It's not doing it no more.
But this is why, like, when I hear people like Marin talk shit about Matt Rife, you sound like an old dude on the porch, man. Look, country music isn't just Hank Williams now, right? It evolved, and comedy is not just, it evolves also, right? And to sit back and poo-poo, because I think you're right. The younger crowd does like, part of the younger crowd that's watching, they're watching guys like Morgan Jay, and they're watching Matt Rife, and it's way more interactive, and it's because of social media, dude, and how they have ingested comedy. That's what they like. So to sit back on the porch and be like, this is what it has to be.
Here it is. Matt Rife is fucking really good at
Dude,
what he
he's
does.
so funny.
He's good at what he does.
Oh, yeah,
okay?
dude. Fuck yeah.
But my philosophy, okay? This is the philosophy I was raised on. And it took a long time to get there. Stand-up wise, took a long time to get there.
For sure.
That philosophy that I was raised on was, I'm not paying $30 to come into a place to hear Josh Wolf ask George what he does for a living.
No, I'm with you.
Okay? Don't start with that. Don't start with that. Now, let's talk about honesty here. When I met you, Josh Wolf, I had 8 minutes of material. The rest, I just went up there and left to fate. I'm the first guy to tell you that. That worked for 4 fucking years. I was that good. For 4 years, I could do it.
But, dude, also, to be fair, what was amazing about what you did was you weren't crowd working. You were writing material on stage.
Okay, but I knew it. And I was banking too much on it.
Yeah.
And I knew it would get me to a certain level. My daughter's good at softball, but she's going into a realm now that athleticism ain't going to do it. Now is when you got to work hard. You got to work a little harder, and as you get older, that circle shrinks, okay? I started comedy, and I improvised at the Broker for 2 years because I had to do 5 new minutes every Tuesday. I wasn't experienced enough to write 5 new minutes.
This was Colorado?
This was Boulder. When I first started, my first 2 years, I had a gig every Tuesday, but it was the same audience. So I had to change it up, and I did. I tried writing as much as I could, but I would do 3 minutes and then 10 minutes of improvised, And it was a 50-50 shot. It's always 50-50 when you improvise.
But you've always, and maybe it's changed, but you were always the best writer on stage.
On stage.
That I don't know how you are as far as sitting at a desk or whatever, but on stage, you're one of the, and to watch you do multiple sets and change
it.
is,
I'm getting bored.
Yeah.
I don't want to get bored.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound like a fucking machine.
Yeah.
So you got to put something in there. Even if it bombs, you got to put something in there so you just don't rattle off.
But you've always done that, dude.
I don't like how I felt when I did coke. Because when I did coke and went on stage, I felt a disconnect.
Mm-hmm.
I feel the disconnect. When I moved here to Jersey the first year, when I would go down to Uncle Vinny's and you come down, there was a disconnect. It was a big, that's why I stopped doing it. Because I'm like, I'm not doing blow, but I feel my comedy's on blow again. There's no connect. And this last time, I feel that sometimes in my set when I don't have enough material. But to get back to what we were talking about, my first 2 years in comedy were 50-50. And then I moved here in 93. And what happens here? Everybody does that. New York City is, hey, so what do you do for a living? Mm-hmm. And it's every fucking Guido doing that shit on stage. So I started doing it here. And then when I went to Colorado in 93, a good comic told me, he goes, once you start getting up in the levels and you start getting close to LA, that's not accepted no more. So go away from that. And dog, I went away from once I got to the Comedy Store, I knew that wasn't going to work.
I don't think I've ever done crowd work at the Comedy Store. I don't think
It was taboo.
I don't think I ever have.
And you could feel, listen, I remember there was a comic that we were both friends with, moved from another state, was in LA for about a week and a half, and I did Brea, and I invited him down to do Brea.
Yeah.
And as soon as he got off stage in Brea, I go, this guy's not going to last here. And within 3 or 4 days, his uncle mysteriously had a heart attack, and he had to go back and give up the apartment, and he didn't last here. He's still back where he is. Great person.
I do think there is merit, like when I go on the road, if I'm doing 45 minutes or an hour, of not jumping straight into material, however you want to do it, to make sure it feels more like a conversation. I don't think there's any good for me to walk on stage and hop into material, and even if that means I bullshit about the city I'm in.
Yeah. The first 8 minutes just to warm
We're
him up.
just kind of so we know we're part of a conversation. Yeah. I'm with you.
But that's it. Listen, you don't think about that when you're doing comedy 8 years.
No.
You don't. You're not even up to that level of thinking like that. I got to go out there and introduce myself. I know that you got 20 seconds. You got 20 seconds. They make up their mind in 20 seconds.
Yeah,
whether they're even going to fucking like you. So in those 20 seconds, what do? I Lenny Clark it. I go up there and I just jump on them. Why fuck around? As soon as you hit gloves, instead of going back to your corner, just come out with the right. Why are we even going back to the corner? Why are we doing this shit? You got 20 seconds for them to like you. Go Google it, GPT chat it, whatever, all that shit. You got 18 seconds for them to go, I like this guy.
Yeah.
I like his eyes, I like his shoes. He's fat, he's too skinny. I don't like his fucking neck. I don't like his gold chain. You got 20 seconds. I'm not going to give you 20 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm going to get into you when you can't even make a decision. You're just laughing. Now you got no choice. I'm making you feel different. My finger is already in your pussy. There's no like, look at the finger, it's going in. No, no, it's in your asshole already. I'm already, and now you ever just get to a girl and start eating her pussy? There's no like, hold on, my dad might come home. None of that shit. They're in. If you ask them, can I eat your pussy? My dad might come home. My grandma's on the way from bingo. But once you dive into that monkey and pick up those legs, and you're like, and you're licking that fucking asshole, they're not going to tell you, stop, my grandmother's coming home from church. You're in. You're in. So why are we going up there playing this dumb game? You got 20 seconds. You got 20 seconds for them to even consider you. I don't want them to make that decision. I don't want them to make, I'm going to make it for them.
I will tell you something right now. First of all, nobody has ever attacked a crowd in the first 10 or 15 seconds. When you decide to do it, you don't always do it. There's some nights, but when you decide to go in on it, it's kind of crazy. But you have like, your secret sauce is that energy right there.
And the laugh. The smile is on my face.
For sure.
So they're not getting tortured. They know I'm fucking around because not what you say, it's how you say it.
But that energy and how you can go in stories or just in your stand-up, it's honestly what I equate it to Kinnison's, how when he used to do that, like that voice, it's so 0 to 100.
You have to.
But you're taking for granted that's kind of your superpower.
Yeah, that's it.
Most of us don't have.
We don't have
that
superpowers not to use.
For you, for sure,
put them in a fucking box and look at them. I'll take it out only on Friday night.
Dude. But this is what's amazing about your stand-up, is that it goes from 0 to 100 and you're back down to 0. but it's all fun.
And
Fuck
you're watching
you.
them. You're watching your
yeah.
audience. You want to break them a little bit, and then you, like anything else in life, you got to give them a little breath.
Do
They
you
got to get
remember-
the first aid kit. You know what I'm saying? They got to get the first aid kit. But as they're putting the Band-Aid on, before that Band-Aid gets wrapped, I'm hitting them again. I'm hitting them again. Then I got to wrap that Band-Aid. Why hit them? Why let them rest?
I have to ask you a question I've never asked you before. And it just dawns on me because I just saw it the other day. What's that special where your hair is jet black?
Socially unacceptable.
What? I've known you forever. That could not have been your decision to do jet black.
Ask them what happened. The first show, the camera wouldn't, my head was too shiny, or the hair, so they had to darken it up, dog.
I was like, there's no way before I just saw him a week ago. There's no way I've known you for
They had
that
to
you
do
were
it-
like, I gotta dye my hair
They had
before
to
this
do it
show.
at the special. It wasn't dye. They put like powder, black powder. They had to put, yeah,
What why did they do that?
because
I wasn't involved in that. But that whole thing was from the start. That was the special where the couple was fighting in the front row.
yes, that was a nightmare.
What do you
That's worse than the parrot.
Bro,
No, the
first
parrot
show-
was the fucking
First show, I ate a bag of dicks. And the second show, I was like, I got to change this around. And I did your idea. I switched it to a story. I opened up with the story about Willie Vandy and the 18-inch dick. And then I got him. But the whole time, there was a girl came to see me, but her boyfriend didn't like me. So she said, I'm going to see Joey. And he goes, I'm coming with you. Out of jealousy, like the chick, you know, she's probably just into stand-up comedy. The thing was an ugly little thing. And she brought her boyfriend, and the boyfriend kept making a little remark. And I remember sitting there at the 22-minute mark going, what would happen if I just kicked this guy in the head like a field pump? I'm like, what kind of special would this be? Would I get sued? Would the club get sued? This is all I'm thinking about. And then some kid tapped him on the shoulder, and the kid calmed down. But it was not good. It was not good. I was like, you know what? I'm going to end this right here and just field punt this guy's fucking head. Like, I was that pissed that I finally wait all my life. It's 1991. It's 2015 or 14. I waited fucking 15, 30 years to shoot a special. And I got to have a kid trying to be cute here in front of me, making noises.
Nah.
I don't want to be here. I'd rather watch Mission Impossible. And I'm like, do I just field punt this motherfucker's head away and end my career right now? Like that was going to.
I had to kick somebody out.
No, not kicking out.
In Vancouver.
Kick him through the head so his head flies off his fucking shoulder. And the guy in the back goes, score, 3 points. Punt the ball.
This drunk, she was the drunkest in the front row for the taping of the special, and she was sitting right next to the stage mic. Joe, when I listened to the show up until before we kicked her out, it was a lot of these noises. That type of drunk. And then she would say to her friend, you could just hear her, we should have brought more booze. Just, it's all you could hear when I was watching. And when I had to kick her out, it was, you were at the show. It was like, she couldn't, well, I'm just trying to have a good time.
Yeah, they all have to.
Yeah.
I'm not drunk. No. You're not drunk. Don't worry about nothing. It's all going to be okay for you.
Do you still write as much on stage, or do you? Because I know for a while you were by, what was that, like that egg joint we met at a couple times in the valley, out near where you live. Yeah.
Which one?
Marie at Sea.
And I would show up, and
Yeah.
you would have your.
Two notebooks out.
Yeah,
I do it every
yeah.
morning in the afternoons. It's just not working like it used to.
But when you were writing, when you were doing that, you were disciplined about going
But
and
it's every
sitting.
day. You're getting on stage.
Yeah.
It's a rotate. You know, stand-up comedy is not getting on stage once a week.
No.
And that's what I'm doing, basically, once or twice a week. You got to get on stage 3-4 nights a week. And that roll, it's a roll. And forget about after a month. and forget it. But that's why there's no vacations. That's why there's no vacations.
You know, I just got back from vacation.
I know, but you've been doing this.
Yes,
for
30 years. My first one, too.
Can't go on vacation.
Agreed.
Nowhere. Until something big happens.
Yeah.
And you take. Listen, I didn't take time off till I booked the longest yard. Wow. So from 91 to 2004, I was on stage every night.
Do you still have your notebooks?
When I got in New Mexico, there was no open mics in Santa Fe. You had to go to Albuquerque, and it was like once a week. So I wasn't going to go down there. I was focused on a movie. But that's the first time. That wasn't a vacation.
Have you showed him your old notebooks?
I throw them away. I throw a lot of them away. I got to like 10 years, you got to throw them away. You get stacks of them.
I know, but
it's for a year.
But is the notebooks that you kept about every set?
Oh yeah, I still got those in a box in the closet.
Do you still have those?
Yeah, I still got everything. I stopped doing them when I left LA because I knew that there wasn't going to be no more 300 sets a year.
Listen, you know one thing I could never understood, how you walked everywhere, you did a ton of coke, but you were 380 pounds. I'm like, this dude never stops moving. All he does is snort, but how is he still 300? And you walked everywhere, dude.
Everywhere.
Because,
But then after a while, I couldn't.
yeah.
I got to 310 was when I started having difficulties. Like it was bad. Like if the elevator broke, I didn't leave the house. I was on the 4th floor.
No, I remember that.
Anywhere.
I remember that.
Elevator breaks, you're in no danger. And there was no Grubhub then. There was none of that shit. It was delivery, and nobody was going to deliver 4 floors. When the elevator broke, I wasn't like leave. Papa didn't leave the building. It got to the point where my wife had to tie my shoelaces. You bought me 4 suits, April of 2001. You gave me $300 to go buy 3 suits, 3 shirts, 3 pairs of socks.
That place up on,
underwear, the whole thing. They
yeah.
give you everything. I got a commercial for the oil. Pay us now or pay us later. Pennzoil. And I had to wear a suit. And the people told me, we don't have a suit for you. Like, you're a jumbo. So Josh had to give me money for me to go buy 3 suits. I bought those suits in April of 2001.
Jumbo.
And this is the truth, guys. In June, I went to put those suits on. You know when you put a pair of pants on, you have to squeeze your stomach? No. It was 3 inches away. Like I couldn't even, that's how fast I was gaining weight. That was the speed of the weight I was gaining. I just found, because every morning I wake up, people send me Joe Rogan shit.
Yeah.
And I found out, like, in those days, this was my first 5 hours on the planet were 10,000 calories. It was all destruction. Everything I did from the time I woke up to 1 o'clock could kill a person because I would get up and drink coffee and smoke a pack of cigarettes. 3/4 of a pack of cigarettes with weed.
But what people don't understand about your cigarettes, you went from never smoking a cigarette in your life to 2 packs a day the
Like
first day
that.
you picked him up.
Like
he was like,
that.
I'm a smoker now. And
Like that.
And
It wasn't like lightly doing
no,
you do
dude.
it in 2 puffs.
The most aggressive cigarette smoker, like you hated him. That's how you smoked.
Hated him. Fucking hated
And just 3.
It was.
You're like 2 puffs and just that was it.
It was insane
Yeah.
what my body had gone through. But we discussed it this morning. Like, I don't miss stand-up like I used to because my friends aren't there, you know?
Yep.
I've made new friends here to do stand-up once or twice a week, and it's great.
Do you miss things like,
I don't miss to hang at night. I got to get home. I'm tired.
yeah,
But I tell you what I do miss. I miss afternoons. We used to have really good days. And you know what? I hate to say it. We had no money.
no.
We had enough money. I would always steal cigarettes from that gas station. I would stick my hand behind the counter when he was pumping gas.
What was the place that no matter what, you were getting a lighter?
7-Eleven.
Yeah.
I robbed that 7-Eleven. I had 80 lighters.
Yeah.
I was pissed because they used to have football teams on the Bix. I would rob the whole top floor and put them in my jacket and go home and I'd have everybody except Dallas and Philly. I go,
I remember I asked you once, I go, don't you have enough lighters? And you were like, I'm doing it on principle. I'm like, what principle? Well, I don't think you know. Yeah.
you know, Josh, this is what pisses me off. I told my wife, I think you're going to think about it this way too. I'm 62 years old.
Yeah.
Like, I cooked a hot dog this weekend without my wife. But pretty much I was scared to turn the kitchen on or anything, you know. I did some laundry and I was scared to put it in the dryer, you know, all that shit. But I'm going to tell you guys something. This is how I feel today. I don't have patience with people no more
Yeah.
because of what happened with me. I have a friend and, you know, she contacted me a year ago about something. People might think I don't talk to her because, I don't know. I don't talk to her because she's a loser. Because after what we went through and what we saw, especially a guy like me, because remember, when I was doing coke and working, the hardest I was working, I was not the healthiest guy. Mm-hmm. I had a girlfriend, I had cats, I had no bank account, or I was getting all my clothes from Big Daddy. Mm-hmm. If I got any money, it went to cocaine. I didn't even buy clothes. Underwear and socks. And then I said, fuck it, why wear underwear? I save on underwear, the laundry space, that's an extra quarter, because my underwear like this big, you know what I'm saying? So why fuck, I put 3 pair of pants in a suitcase.
Yeah.
It's 80 pounds. You know, I'm not gonna lie to nobody.
Yeah.
You're 400 fucking pounds. But my point is, I started comedy in 91, and my cocaine addiction was what it was, and I just came to terms with it. I said, I'm gonna keep doing comedy as hard as I can, but I'm sick and tired of quitting cocaine. I'm sick and tired of quitting for 3 days. Forget it. Why quit? Do what you do. Just keep it under a minimum. Just make sure you don't get into cocaine more than you do the comedy. That was my rule, okay? I can't believe that through all those addictions and all that waking up at 6 in the morning and getting up, going to bed at 5, getting up at 6 and looking at breakdowns and sending them in at 9, and you were there when I had 3 managers for a showcase and 6 agents. I would lie to all of them because I didn't give a fuck. And the fact that I stopped snorting at 44 and things didn't really change for me till I was about 48, 49. And I didn't give up, and I worked with that intensity, but people are gonna come to me now with a fucking story. I can't even talk to you. Never mind look at you. I cannot talk to you. I cannot talk to people no more. When somebody says they're gonna do something now and they tap out after 2 months, I'm done with them as friends. Because I can't believe that I'm 62 and I had every reason to fucking quit. Mm-hmm. GED, felon, no family, and I stuck it out. Dude. And motherfuckers today are like, well, yeah, you know what? I ain't got time for this.
Not to mention, just in our, forget your personal life, which had horrible things happening.
Horrible.
But just your career, you were told, I remember, too dirty. Nobody's ever gonna book you. Too dirty. You can't talk like that.
When I got to LA, I was already 34. I wasn't fucking no 28-year-old good-looking kid. But also remember what you taught me. When we got to LA, we were talking one day, and you go, Joey, they don't want to listen to you until you start talking about your life. You have to draw a picture for them. And that's one thing I didn't do. I just thought it was about jokes. And even today, I'm struggling with that. I'm having a hard time writing about me, about my conflicts, because right now, listen.
Yeah, but this is a
What are my conflicts? I get up at 6:30, I drink a cup of coffee, I sit on my balcony, and I look at the fucking sun.
You've always, here's the thing, I think there's 2 different things. All of your material has always been very personal. That doesn't mean you have to divulge something specifically personal about yourself.
No, but here's the problem. My life is so boring now.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing.
Got it. Yeah.
At least when you're on the road, you got a story.
Yeah.
Some chick was going to suck your dick halfway, and she passed out and puked.
Got it.
You had something. When we did this podcast before, Monday's podcast was about the week before. On the road. We had a great time last week in Miami. Holy fuck. We had the red beans and rice. We had the banana. Nicky jumped off the building. He broke his ankle. You follow me? So
Yeah.
we moved that. So now it's like, I don't steal nothing. I don't snort coke.
You tell me you don't steal lighters from 7-Elevens when you walk in.
Anymore. How can I steal now?
Yeah.
I'm 52 years
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, once a
Everyone,
thief,
yeah.
I have
Okay,
dark
all right.
moments in my life.
Okay, yeah.
I still double take on a purse. If I see a purse that's unguarded, I'll look at it and go, Joey, what are you thinking? Get your shit together. I see purses with phones sticking out. You know, that was my day. I would just be flipping phones. When I got to the store, I would go back in the morning to see who would leave their phones. And I would take them to the bank, the black bank robbers from St. Louis, and they give me like $50 a phone. I stole everything. I'm not gonna lie to nobody. So
Do you
for me
remember
to say to you,
cashing those?
I don't steal anymore, but I still got urges. When I see things, I go, look at these motherfuckers.
Do you remember cashing those
checks?
checks?
Who?
Do you remember cashing those checks?
From the Improv?
No. That got sent to my box.
Oh, yeah. Jacks.
Yeah.
So I got a Wells Fargo account that I just used for fucking stolen checks. I had a Bank of America and I had a Wells Fargo that I just used for stolen checks.
Why didn't you just go to a check cashing place? You go to an actual bank account.
Because they would take percentages out. Look, I had a check one time for Spider-Man. This is how much of a fucking Puerto Rican I am. And I'll tell you the truth. Dog, me and my wife were flat fucking broke. I mean, we couldn't make rent. And I'll never forget the Sunday when I said, you better look in here. I got my first residual fed from Spider-Man 2. And I looked at it and I go, because on Sundays, SAG posts what you're getting that week.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
6 o'clock. You always look at SAG to see what check. That's how broke I was.
Oh, I remember checking the websites too.
You too?
Oh,
please.
fuck.
And I would wait for the mailman of
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah.
I'd be out there. The little Filipino guy, I'd be out there fucking.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
checks
I
today.
remember
Come on,
checking.
check. He would tell me, no mail today. Bro, check in your bag. There's something in there for me. I'm telling you, I saw it. SAG. I would fucking fight. But I'll never forget that Sunday when I called my wife and I go, look at this check we're getting. Like, I was like, the biggest check I ever had up to that point was like $300, anything. And I told my wife, look at the check we're getting. And we were like walking on fucking eggshells for 3 days. The check finally came. This is how much my wife trusts me. I called my wife at 11:30 and told her the check got there. She goes, I'm on a bus right now. I'm going home to get that check and cash it. So we went to Bank of America and they wouldn't we went to the check cashing place on Hollywood Boulevard. They wanted like $2,100, dog. And I'm thinking, that's a lot of cocaine. That's a lot of coke. We got to figure something out.
Yeah.
So me and my wife went to Wells Fargo. I had that checking account there to cash stolen checks. And I went there with her, but they wouldn't. The check said Joey Diaz. They wouldn't cash it. Me and my wife were like, you better cash this fucking check. It was an $18,000 check.
Does your
We haven't eaten in fucking
license say Joseph?
Jose Diaz.
Jose?
So my wife found a check stub from SAG that said, and that's the only way so they let us deposit, but they only gave us $1,000. We went right to Sizzler. Right on La Brea?
Yeah, it was on La Brea.
Right there.
Yeah.
Soggy shrimp.
I remember that.
DJ Khalid.
Yeah.
You follow that fat fuck on Instagram. He always eats this shit. And then he jumps in a little pool after he eats and shit. Yeah. That was us. I thought it was DJ Khalid.
I remember that
eating
fucking
that sirloin and shit. Every time I got a check, I take my wife there like we were fucking Johnny Bananas. Sirloin, 2 tables, please. And then we got to go eat that shrimp that gives you diarrhea. Or my other celebratory spot was Acapulco. That was my joint, the all-you-could-eat lunch special.
Where was that?
Oh, Acapulco was the old... Come on, Josh Wolf.
In
Acapulco.
Hollywood?
2 of them. The Sycamore Tavern was.
Oh, right.
Los Feliz or whatever that fucking was. But they had the best all you could eat.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Cheap. $9.
We were Boston Market.
Oh, Boston Market.
That's what we did. That corner, because the kids and I could go, and I could talk whenever I went. Like, especially when I was single, I must have looked sad enough.
Yeah, you were sad.
Yeah.
And you had those two kids. Your hat was on backwards.
So I must have looked sad, but they used to give us free shit.
And that's in Burbank, that one?
No, the one in Boston Market was on like La Brea and
Yeah. I know.
and Sunset or some shit. But yeah, the Ralphs, the Rock and Roll Ralphs. We used to go there 3-4 times a week, and the lady behind the hot counter, she just gave us food because she knew that I don't know how she knew.
Will you dress the kids up extra?
Oh yeah, this guy was the kid. He's like a Puerto Rican mother at welfare.
You remember that?
He brought his kids, the neighbors' kids, and everybody's crying. Everybody got.
I would wipe dirt on their face and shit.
Oh please, a little dirt. Tell them they weren't getting Christmas presents this year. They're all looking depressed and shit.
But what was no joke was that car with no air conditioning, that fucking Saturn. Oh, we took a road trip to
Lake Havasu.
That's right.
And this motherfucker put Visine in his eyeballs. The sun was shining right on it. We have no air in the car. The sun is right on it. The sunroof was open. So it's in the thing. This motherfucker puts Visine in his eyes. All of a sudden you hear,
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah. What was funny is that you saw me doing it and didn't stop me. Yeah, he was just like, no, this is too fucking good right here.
Were you driving the car?
Yeah. The red Saturn.
That red Saturn drove it down from Seattle. I think I might have bought it up there. But yeah, because in Seattle we didn't need air conditioning.
No, you didn't need air conditioning.
There-
I always need fucking air conditioning.
Well,
I like to be cold. I don't like that shit, people. Oh, you don't need air conditioning. Fuck you. Oh, the wind blows. Yeah, good. That's
I
great.
don't know about you, and I was fat. It was scary enough driving with you just because of like the speed and the music, but it would be like freezing, and you would have the AC and the windows open, going 90 on the highway. I'd have to bring sweatshirt. You'd be like, "Why do you have a sweatshirt?" Because I'm driving with you. The AC would be on high.
I'll tell you something else. You can tell who you're getting in the car with by how somebody buckles their seatbelt. But you buckle your seatbelt with intention. Like you should, like you're,
Use it.
yeah,
You
you're
gotta
like,
get
hey,
behind
everybody else, get ready. This
So
is,
I
yeah.
get into 3 accidents every day. Look at my
Dude,
car.
fucking-
The right side, I got scratches. I don't get, and the funny thing is, honest to God, I don't give a fuck. Because I know my wife will buy me another one.
But the
She
best,
buys them, I smash them. That's the motto of the Diaz house. You buy them, I smash them.
what's the best car ride of all time is Brody in the back seat of his own car,
Oh my God, God rest his soul.
driving to Olympia.
No, the other place.
Was it not Olympia?
City, something island, something.
Oh, yeah.
Where the bar where he got up and said there's no Jews on the wall.
Yeah.
I'm not coming back to that.
Driving down the wrong way down one-way
Telling me,
street.
motherfucker, I'm not going to make it there in an hour and a half. I was making it there in an hour and a half every day. And he's like, no, it takes 3 hours. Well, let me drive your car. Dog, I did 90 on the way down there, and we put him in the back in the trunk.
Do you
He's
remember
like,
what he
"Pull
said to
over."
you when he got out of the
What
car?
did he say? People don't live this way?
He goes, we got into the parking lot,
Gig Harbor.
Gig Harbor, and he gets out of the car and he goes, this is not how I live my life.
And then I didn't see him.
It
And
was
then we
so
moved to
funny.
LA. Then we moved to LA.
Yeah.
And one night I'm at Coaching Horses with Carol
By the way,
and another blonde stripper.
Carol, one of my favorite.
Oh, favorite.
Okay.
Favorite.
But can I tell you,
She's still my favorite, though.
she said to me one night in Seattle, in the underground, because I know at what level you must have just tortured her.
Tortured her.
She said to me right in the underground one night, and she looks at me and she grabbed my hand, she squeezed it, and she goes,
Talk up, goddammit.
she goes, she squeezes my hand, and we're in the underground, and she goes, he's driving me crazy. And I was just like, no, yeah, he's in. Yeah. I was like, oh, he's fucking
You know,
up.
when she calls me now, we're always talking. She goes, I really love you. What you put me through,
dude,
what we put each other through.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, today you mentioned the Hurricane Bar.
The which one?
The Hurricane Bar. And
Yeah.
You left like September of 96.
Right before Jacob was born.
I got down there January, February of 97. So you left. And I was pissed. I'm like, this motherfucker left me alone up here. And I was selling advertising for pizza companies for $15 an hour. They were paying me. It was a new company. They were going to advertise during football games and pop so you could order delivery.
Where were you living?
I was living, I have no fucking idea, in a car or something. And I was working at this place. And I got my first check for $600. And I was so fucking excited I could get to move to LA now. And again, I called Carol, and she's like, I'll pick you up. We're going to go cash that check. You owe me $184 from, it was always I owed her something.
The cheapest human.
So I get in the fucking car with her, and she gets the check, and she goes, I'm going to cash it. I'm only going to give you $100 back. I go, Carol, don't start your shit, okay? This bitch, I say something to her, she takes that check, rips it up, and throws it in my face.
Oh,
And I grab her by the fucking hair, right in the car. I'm like, Carol, are you fucking crazy? This is all the money I had. She, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I just grabbed her by the wig. I just grabbed her and pulled her hair real hard. You motherfucker! How dare you? And she's like, I'm calling the police. And she called the cops on the car wash. And I'm like, fucking bitch.
But was this pre the restraint?
No, this is at the end. This is after.
This is
what about the time I was fucking on the ecstasy, and I got caught in the restraining order, and I hid under the bed, and the cops coming in, the bed was going up and down. It was just going.
The mattress, because
the mattress, everything, and the cops were like, come out from under the bed.
Yeah.
So this was years of. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm 62. I said it earlier. For the last 5 years, I've just been trying to figure out what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got here 59 years old. I had money in the bank. And I just wanted to figure out what the fuck happened. And I wrote that book with that girl. And I still think of every day, what the fuck happened? And how did this happen? How am I 62? It was just 1995. We're jumping up and down in Seattle with the Lip, robbing safes.
The Lip, Frankie
taking
the
a
Lip.
shit. Bro, you got me that apartment upstairs, and in the morning they only had a bathroom, and if the bathroom was clogged, I'd have to take a shit off the fire escape.
No, you.
Yes, I did. And I would sit there. It was like the third floor. And I would it'd be 8 in the morning. There'd be nobody out there. And I'd take a shit, and the shit, you could see it flying down like 4 floors.
I know exactly. Yeah.
This is fucking endless. Like, this is fucking endless. Like, this is endless. I lived in an office, and I talked some guy into fucking the bookie guy that didn't want to pay me.
Yeah.
And I kept beating him and shit. And I got this other guy. I met this other guy at his restaurant, and he gave me free phone lines, 1-800 numbers. Ask Josh.
Oh, yeah.
So the shit that was happening to me.
Yeah.
Only could happen to me. And then I had a guy that wanted to put bets in. He lost every week. And every week I would just take his $300. And he would tell me, I want to meet the bookie. You don't need to meet the bookie. And you and me were going somewhere. They didn't want to pay us. And I said, you don't want to give me the money. Don't give me the money. But this guy's going to come looking for you. He's going to break your fucking head. Okay, I'll give you the money, but I'm not betting no more until I met the bookie.
He wanted to meet the guy. Yeah.
He wanted to meet the bookie. There's no bookie. There's no man behind the curtain. It's Uncle Joey. You're a loser. You're going to lose everything you put in. I'm taking that chance on you.
I remember saying to you,
Yeah.
I was like, you don't have the money to cover if he wins. And you were like, he's not going to win.
He ain't going to win.
I was like, what do you mean?
He ain't
And you were
gonna
like,
win.
nah, he's not going to win. He's never, you were like, he's a loser. There's no way he's ever going to win. I remember that, dude.
I had the weirdest fucking, life in Seattle. Then I hooked up with that dude. I used to live. Oh, that's who I was living with. The last 3 months I lived in LA, I lived with the cook.
You lived with Not Leonard.
Rodney, whatever his name.
Yeah. Oh, I can't remember.
He's my brother.
Yeah.
This dude was solid. He had an apartment with a broken window, and in the winter you would freeze in there. But he would invite me. You don't want because I started staying.
Lionel.
Lyle. No.
His name is not Lionel?
No. I started staying with him when you lived in Bremerton because it was too late to take the bus. You got to take a bus to where you and Malia lived. So he would say, just stay with me, bro. This guy was a one-man wrecking crew at night. He turned into like a fucking animal. He lived in a warehouse, okay? And I'll never forget, he's like, stay here. I'm freezing, no heat, no nothing. There's a broken window, it's raining, and all of a sudden, people would throw rocks at his window. Hey, can I come up and smoke crack? I'd wake up and there are 3 black guys in my living room with no lights on, with candles, smoking crack. I go, what the fuck is this? One night I went up there and he's like, you want to go to a party upstairs? I go, yeah. Went upstairs to a party and there was like 10 girls. There was a girl dancing in a cage and shit. I'm like, fuck, I thought his name was Ron. I go, you got it going on. Really good guy.
It wasn't Lionel?
No, Lionel!
Lionel. No, it's Lionel. Yeah. Lionel.
So this guy comes in with a white jacket on with a hot chick and he's talking about, I'm the mayor of Seattle. You knew him. He was like, I'm the mayor. So they got coke out.
Was it John Eagle?
I don't know. They got coke out. But somebody had a little heroin out. And this fucking guy, there's a pole. Like poles. It's a warehouse. So there's
No,
beams.
was it downtown?
Yes.
Yeah.
Underground. Right behind where that band where Hart used to play.
I went to some parties there.
Yeah. It was great. And there was a warehouse, and you had to take a shower in the hallway. Fucking great, great building.
Yeah.
I'm up there one day, and this guy comes in at like 4 in the morning. I'm the mayor of Seattle. And I'm all right. And there's a pole. I'll never forget this. And there's 2 mirrors on the table, whatever. And there's coke and there's heroin. He thought it was the coke, so he took the heroin. And he did the whole line of heroin. He's like, ah! And he's making all these noises. And all of a sudden, you see the heroin hit him. And he holds on to the beam. And all of a sudden, you see him hold the beam. And he just starts spinning around the beam. And he just falls, man. He just falls. And I did some of that heroin that night. It was like a little line. Anyway, next morning, I work up at Lionel's. It's like 10 in the morning on a Sunday. And the shower was in the hallway. It was just a metal shower that you went into. And there was a wall. And as I was waiting to get into the shower, I had done so much heroin the night before, I just passed out and went right through the wall. It was like that scene in Bruce Lee when he kicks the guy through the wall and you see an implant of the guy with his hands like that. That's what it looked like. Lionel came out. He's like, what's that noise? I was in the fucking wall and the wall had nothing. The other side had the metal beams. I cut my shoulder. I was bleeding. He's like, you got to go to a doctor. What happened? I go, dog.
We were doing heroin last night.
Drugs for 2 fucking days.
Yeah. No, that place was crazy. I went to a couple parties there.
That place was crazy.
But the people who he was completely cool with, anybody who walked in the door.
Yeah, he didn't give a fuck.
Nah, he didn't give a fuck.
Renting or just like a crack den?
No, he was renting. It was his apartment.
He lived there.
He lived there. It was a warehouse that had different rooms, and you could just pull it was like this. That's the doors. There was no key. It was like that.
Dude, and I remember one of the parties I said because there was somebody shooting up in the back.
Oh yeah.
And I asked Lionel, I go, who are they? And he goes, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. He was like, I don't know. Yeah. That was a bizarre time, man.
When I look back at that, the beginning of LA, the end of Colorado, I'm like, what the fuck was that? Like that?
I have to admit, like, I enjoyed the type of material that I was writing back then. When I look back at it, did I tell you that first CD that I recorded, I rewrote the entire CD, and I shot it when I was in Nashville. I took all the same premises. And I was like, let's just see
what comes out now.
Yeah,
it's pretty interesting.
And so I did that, but like, wait a second. Why was I talking about that? These mushrooms are starting to creep up on me a little bit.
You what?
What were we talking about?
It was beginning of LA, end of Seattle.
When I look back at my old material, there was a bite to it. when I look at my material now that isn't there.
No.
My early material had a
we all had a bite to it. We were hungry. There was no food in the refrigerator.
It was a real bite.
There was no food in the refrigerator.
No, you were working for turkey burgers, dude.
There's no reason to stay home. Like, I still remember living in Boulder and going, I need the money, but I don't really need the TV.
Yeah.
I'm selling it. What do I need a TV for? I don't need a fucking TV. I'm trying to do stand-up comic. I removed all that shit from my life. I was like, I don't want to watch TV no more. That's it. It's over. I'm just doing stand-up. And that's how I live. That was, bro, for somebody such a junkie, I had such a great discipline. I always looked at things as the discipline to it. And I forced myself to it. When I used to drop my daughter off on Wednesdays and my ex-wife would bust my balls, I would get in the car and cry. And the only reaction I would have was to go buy a gram of Coke, snort it, and then go shoot them. I said, no, Joe Diaz, you're going to take this pain and go do comedy. And I would roll a joint, leave it in the ashtray. I would cry. I would sit there. I'm going to stab these motherfuckers one day. I would smoke that joint and force myself to do comedy. That's a discipline. I wasn't going to let depression or none of that. This is comedy, guys. This is a business. You know, and that's what I don't think people today understand. And they're not allowed to understand it because now, as an open micer, you're not just a comic.
Dude, you're people are posting material 2 years into stand-up.
2 years, 2 months.
And they're just posting. It's too early.
It's too early.
You're not. But this is the thing, dude.
There's
they're
nothing
not
there.
You and I wanted to be great comics. That's the thing. It's just evolved. They want to be comics, kind of, but more importantly, they want to be famous on social media. And so, like, that wasn't even something that. But you were also, dude, you were more about doing the stand-up than getting a TV show. You wanted to do stand-up comedy, which was different because when we were coming up, I guess our version of the internet was a sitcom. Everybody was trying to, I fell into that.
Tom Rhodes, Margaret Cho, the Spanish Kid,
But that's how you sold tickets, dude.
That's how you sold tickets. Well, listen, I always knew to specify goals. I never wanted a TV show, and I never put late night TV comedy sets on my goal list.
Dude, listen.
Because I wasn't going to go through that. I wasn't going to let you tell me what I could say.
Also.
So I never thought of Letterman. That wasn't even in my mind. Like, why think about something that you're not going to want to do? And I knew that 4 years in.
The one time you did late night TV on my show, they had to cut 3/4 of what you said. So all you saw was me introduce him and then say, and let's thank my guests, and then he popped up again.
That was
it was amazing.
But the things I decided early on.
Yeah.
Like the things I decided early on was, I'm not even going to worry about that.
I know.
Why worry about that? It's not in my future. And I knew, I'm not an idiot. I knew that anything big in Hollywood, so many stars have to align. People think, I hit 40 home runs in minor leagues, so I'm going to be in the major leagues. So many things. What's he hit every year, Judge? 60 home runs? 350? Can't win a fucking World Series. What good is it? But that's not my point. My point is that I didn't want a TV show. I didn't want the Joey Diaz show. Mm-hmm. That was not going to happen. That's too many things, too much to worry about, and I got a job to do to be funny. So while I'm thinking about the Joey Diaz show, I'm not being funny. I'm thinking about characters and who my mother's going to be and who my uncle. I don't want that. I made up my mind in 2000 that I wasn't going to go to Montreal. CA wasn't going to sign me. So I had to do what I did best. I wasn't good looking. I wasn't young. I had nothing going for me. I had stage presence and I had the Comedy Store. That's it. In 1999, I had two things: stage presence and the Comedy Store. Material was 1 star, delivery was 2 stars, and I know this. And that's why when my apartment got towed, what did I do? I disappeared. Mm-hmm. I was already a regular at all 3 clubs. Mm-hmm. And I said, this is not, my development is so bad. I made this call when what's her name's car got towed.
Yeah, man.
Nobody came up to me and said, Joey,
Yeah.
I think no, I made the call. I go, you know what? It's time for me to go on the road. And I'm talking about, and remember, I would go for 9 months. 9 months. No come home, buy clothes on the road, send home a box of Gavin's. That was my life. I didn't care about anything else. There was nothing else. The bus ride to the gig, Yoder, I had everybody in my pocket, Yoder, the fucking creative who I just talked to last week. What's his name? Called me for something. The guy that
Garcia?
owns Charlotte.
The guy who did what?
The guy that owns Charlotte.
Oh,
Great guy. Great guy.
The Comedy Zone down there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
I know
owned
you're
all
talking
the.
about.
I was in with them. And I just said, I'm just gonna fucking whatever they give me. There was no ego. I'm at the Comedy Store, but I'll tell you what. You got an MC spot for me? Give it to me. You got a feature spot for me? Give it to me. You want to co-headline me? Give it to me. I took anything I could because I knew it was all going to this. There was no ego. What am I going to sit there and go, I'm really a feature act? No, if they want to MC me, let them MC me.
But do
they
you
don't know
think,
I'm following
dude?
Paul Mooney at the Comedy Store every night. They don't know that.
But do you think that you almost had to, with who you are, you've never changed who you are,
No.
but in order for more people to accept you, this character of, not character, but just the term Uncle Joey
Yeah.
changed so much, dude, because, I forgot I was telling these guys earlier. I remember watching you as a young dude on the stage at the Underground, and you've always been so charming on stage, but the way you moved and how young you were, and you were angry, you made some people uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah. I was really angry. I had nothing to be happy about.
But this is what I'm
I
saying.
had no money, no daughter,
Totally.
no family,
Totally.
divorce, no nothing.
But then as you age, as you get older, it fits
It fits who you are.
so much better, and like it was not as threatening. Young Joe Diaz on stage, the way you, yeah. But dude, the way you paced, and you were I tell people, man, I remember late night there was a basketball court in Bellevue when you used to live in the backyard, and we'd go out when we walked Bud, and we'd shoot hoops every now and then. But I remember the first time I shot hoops with you, I was like, oh, this is an athletic motherfucker.
Yeah.
And so the way you were, what, 220 or 230?
30 up there.
The way you used to pace that
I
stage
just
early.
saw this today. I just saw this today. That's crazy you said that.
Yeah,
Because
dude.
this is one of Carol's pictures. She just sent me this about 3 weeks ago. Because she's moving and she found boxes. She said, what the fuck is it? I saw this picture.
Was it
Me holding a dog? Nah. Holy shit.
you and her in the 3-piece suit on the stage at the Comedy Underground? Yo, he had his 3-piece suit on. Yeah, dude. That was like when they would give us a Wednesday or a Tuesday night at the club, that was a huge night. But he was headlining, so he went 3-piece suit. Hell yeah.
McSorley, and we would go to that place afterward. And that's what I tell people. The camaraderie was different. It was $10 to get in the Underground. If 50 people went, what was that?
$500.
$500. They took a percentage out, and then we take the rest and chop it up. Instead of giving each other money, we would go to McCormick and Schmidt.
Yeah.
Late night menu, 10 to fucking 1. Cheeseburgers, French fries, Coca-Cola in the bottle, clams on the half.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Every
yeah,
time.
yeah,
The
yeah,
only
yeah,
reason
yeah.
I go to San Jose is to pay my respects to Original Joe's, but the first place I eat is McCormick and Schmidt's because of how they treated me in 1995. If there's a McCormick and Schmidt's, I'll go in there.
But you love that
Because how they
Joe's.
treated us. We had $0 and they had a $2 menu. If you had $10 at McCormick and Schmidt's, you ate like a fucking king in those days.
By the way, that food was good too.
Yeah, 4 to 7.
Legit.
4 to
Yeah,
7,
it was
and
good
then
food.
10 to 1.
Remember the hours?
Yeah. 4 to 7 and 10 to 1. And we always went in there making sure we had tip money because it was embarrassing if you couldn't fucking tip them.
I was telling these guys the story about you You being my security guard at the fetish night.
Oh my God.
And those two old dudes dressed like Scarlett O'Hara, and I asked you to throw them out, and they were hitting you with their parasols on the way out, and you were laughing, and then you called them. You were like, "Those two queens kept hitting me with their umbrellas."
It was a fetish night, and I was a fucking horny motherfucker.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend who would let me fuck her daily. Like, I dated that girl, and I gotta be honest with you, I fucked her every day except for periods.
You're talking about Carol.
Carol.
Yeah.
She went to my balls and everything. I got my money's worth from Carol. I fucked her every single day like a fucking animal. Ass, tits, every day. Once in the afternoon and one at night. I was a fucking sexual deviant. But I'll never forget, he had those nights. And I go, let me go down there and get my dick sucked by a chick with leather on. Let me tell you something. These were the ugliest women I had seen in all my life. Ugly. I remember one night they had a girl on a pool table. She was fat as fuck. They were melting on her.
Do you remember?
Oh my God. And her boyfriend was skinny and he was licking her toes. And I'm like,
there was a side room. So
my
you paid
God.
$50 to get in, but there was a side room that you had to pay extra money in. And there was a glass table, and like some dudes paid extra to watch chicks shit
on
on
the
the
glass.
table. And they would slide underneath.
Is this something that the bar owner knew you were doing, or is it?
Yeah, you remember? Well, he didn't know that room.
he didn't know that
He didn't. He just knew. Was it? His name was Aki.
Huh?
The Japanese dude.
Yeah,
was his name Aki, right?
Aki, yeah.
And so he knew the upstairs. He didn't really know what was going on. Probably too much in the downstairs.
Security of anything is one of the funniest things. Like you.
I mean, security, like.
And I was security at the same bar I robbed.
Yeah.
A year later, I had to take the safe out of there by myself. Fucking, and this is what I tell people.
How much money? How many quarters was it? Like
$600 in quarters.
Here's
We did laundry for a year.
Here's what I forget though. I forget.
How heavy that fucking thing was.
But did I have the combination? How did
you
you?
You had it, and then you thought I forgot it.
Yeah. How did you? Like you and the lip had to open it, right?
I opened it. You know me, dog. If there's a will, there's a way. I was there at 4 a.m. Kink, with a pencil and a fucking hammer. I'll do anything.
That was.
And then we threw the safe in the lake. Nobody could carry it and shit. Dog, do you understand the open mic life I had? I really had a good open mic life.
But those Mondays and Tuesdays at the Underground were legendary.
Brilliant.
I cannot thank Carl and Ron enough for doing that. It's impossible to explain how much growth happened on those Mondays. And honestly, when he lets you host those nights, because you were encouraged, or people knew you were going to fuck with the comic who just came off stage. You were going to roast him a little bit. That's kind of how it went. When I first started going and Oshak was hosting the Comedy Store, he would roast everybody.
What a great kid.
Oh, Oshak?
What a great kid.
But that time of playful kind of fuck around with each other.
So I did. When I hosted, I always tortured people. When we left the stage, let's keep it going for the hat. Whatever. Let's keep it going for the feather. A joke that bombed, you go up there and repeat it. An impersonation he did. That's fucking.
Your favorite one ever
What's that?
was that guy who was doing terrible impersonations.
Oh, yeah.
And you just screamed, "Do your impersonation of a comic." Oh, dude. You
guy
could
went up
see
there every week.
him crack on
You
the
would go up
stage.
there every Tuesday, every Monday, and go, "Hi, this is my impersonation of a
And
flower."
he would wouldn't he turn around?
Yeah, and he'd turn around and go,
And
"This."
then he would turn back like this.
There was another guy that went up on stage with a handcuff. He killed himself 2 years later. Whatever, the kid with the black suit that had body odor. It was insane. The open mic scene, we had the first transvestite. Like
Rita
all
O?
these people talk about trannies and stuff. We were running with the first transgender in 1995. Rita O. I got her picture in my phone.
Did I show it to you?
Look at her
Yeah.
fucking head. Look at the size of her head. She was a real fucking tranny.
She had.
Okay, I was there when she called the fucking White House. And
She called the what?
The White House. I want to talk to the president because the bar in what was that town that where Carol stripped. Ballard.
Oh yeah.
Ballard. We were in Ballard one night, and we were up on. I was hosting or something. Well, she was up there. And she was doing jokes, and then she said "fuck," and the guy came up and took the mic from her and said, "No, you cannot say fuck in here. This is family." And we go, "No, give her back the mic. She'll be clean." And she went right back to fuck and suck. So he goes, "Everybody out, get out." So she had like a bag of coke and a bunch of pills. We went over to her house and we're snorting coke and shit. And she's like, "I don't understand why they don't let me say fuck." And I'm like, "I don't know, Rita. Cut another line." And she's like, "I don't get it." And I'm like, "Listen, if you got a problem, call the president." And she goes, "I guess I will." And she picked up the phone and started calling, "Can I get the White House, please?" And I'm like, "Rita." And she's like, "I want to talk to the president. They won't let me do dirty jokes." Hello? And they hung up on her. And she called back. And when she called back, I'm like, I'm going to start taking this coke and some of these pills.
Someone's coming.
Because they're coming. They'll come within a minute. They'll come.
Someone's coming.
And sure enough, as I jumped in the car, the cops are coming down the block. I can't believe you're leaving me. Yeah, because the cops are on their way, and you got $10,000 worth of pills here.
Okay. You, in the many years that we've known each other, you haven't gotten me quite as good. But when Rita O died, and I asked you, how did she die? You had me believing that because her head was so big.
Yeah, she fell off a speaker.
Yeah,
That's what really happened.
Because her head.
Her head was so big because she was a small Japanese.
Yeah.
She was a small Japanese man, and then she became a woman and put a wig on. So the head stayed big, but her body lost all the weight. So she had this head that she would fall once a month and have to go to the hospital and an ankle and all that shit.
She really fell off the speaker?
And she was dancing at that bar, the gay bar in Capitol Hill. Yeah. And she fell off the speaker and she banged her head. She went to a coma and she died. Yeah, bro, but she came to LA one time and she started getting snippy with me. I owed her $500 and I wasn't going to pay her, right? And I owed her $500 from Headshots or something. And she's like, "I want my money." And she started yelling at me in my house because she was at Carol. And I was making tomato soup. You ever hear about that story?
You did tell me this story.
And I threw the tomato soup on both of them. I just said, "Shut the fuck up." There was tomato soup everywhere. The walls, the table, the fucking carpet.
And you did owe her the money?
Huh?
And you did owe her the money?
Did what?
You owed her the money?
I owed her $500. Yeah. And she's like, "When am I getting my money?" I said, "Soon. When I get the check." And she's like, "I want it today." I go, "You can't get it today. I'm not getting paid till they send me the fucking check." And she kept harping on me. And then Carol's like, "You should pay her." I go, "Carol, you're my girlfriend. Do I have any fucking, how do you want to pay me?" I go, "Why don't you fucking pay her?"
Yeah, she's got that.
"And I'll pay you." And she's like, "No, okay, then fuck you. You got to wait for my check." And they kept haunting me, and I was making tomato soup. Here it is, tomato prison soup. Not even like good soup. It's Campbell's canned shit. And I'm like, "You want to bust my balls about fucking $500? I'm eating fucking soup." And they're like, "Well, you're not going to get bread." What? And I just threw the fucking soup at everybody.
Let me ask you. What, that tomato soup? Man, I remember that she was so cheap, by the way.
Oh, she's the cheapest ever.
So you used to call me at work because she was too cheap to accept it.
The collect calls.
So I had to do it at where I worked, so she would come in and talk to you on the phone.
Look, she's a multi-millionaire. Cheap, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't even think she buys tampons. She's that cheap. She just puts like a fucking piece of cotton in a snatch. I don't know. She's cheap, dog. Multi-million, bro.
But she never spent a dime, dude.
No, listen, we're going to wrap this up, but let me close up with the Carol story. Carol and me broke up in 99. All right? And I think we played around. No, in 99, I moved in with her for a while. Like, I just lived with her. She lived in a one-bedroom. And I just told her I'm moving in. She was dating a guy. She would sleep at his house.
I remember that.
And then she'd come back and get naked in front of me.
Yeah, I remember that.
She made me help her dye her pussy hair one night. Blonde. I mean, Carol is the best, dog. That's my girl, okay? So she started meeting some other guy. She met some other guy in L.A., and then that guy tied her up and was going to kill her. And SWAT came. SWAT had to come and shoot the guy, and then he went to jail for a year, and she moved to Florida. When she got to Florida, she met an Indian guy. Granted, she was probably 32, 33. She meets this Indian guy who's 70. After about a month, she marries him. And after 3 weeks, that motherfucker dies.
I remember that, dude.
And left her like $800,000. Okay. You know, you leave a cheap bitch like now. Do you think she stopped stripping and sucking dick? Oh, no. She still was stripping at her age. She did something very smart. She bought into a gym called Curbs for ladies. She bought one gym, and she was such a good saleswoman. Her volume compared to the other gyms in Michigan were nothing. Like she's been selling pussy since she's 8. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On the farm. So think about her salesmanship skills. She bought one more, and then she bought one more, and then the guy that was the leader of that said, buy all of them. And she bought all of them.
Nah.
And then she sold them. And she got like $4 million back, or $5 million. And she took that money and moved to Florida and started buying Airbnbs and selling them. So she's got like 18 Airbnbs.
No, she does not.
And then she married a dude. She had 2 kids with a dude, and they were doing coke, and he ran over a cop. So he had to leave the country. He's in Greece. He can't come back. So he raises the kids long distance with her.
That is
From Greece.
so fucking
Through
bananas.
messages, through the mother.
Yeah, maybe I did. Maybe I saw him when I was over there.
Dog, when I met him, when she introduced him to me, she made him buy me an 8-ball at El Compadre. That's how much I love Carol. She's like, buy him an 8-ball. Yeah. And the guy's like, why? Buy him a fucking 8-ball. He bought me an 8-ball. That's Carol. That's why you gotta love Carol.
Fuck, the El Compadre was,
A crazy place.
oh my God, dude.
She still has the best line in the world. She came home one day and she goes, you're not going to believe what happened to me at work today. I go, what? She goes, a truck driver wanted to lick my asshole for $60. I go, did you do it? She goes, no, I didn't want coffee breath in my ass. She was dead serious. She was dead serious. I just looked at her like, I would have let him lick my ass for $60.
60.
I would have gave him more than coffee breath. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what is it? Dog, you have no idea. I remember putting a bottle of, not Martini and Rossi, the other one, the wine cool in the pussy. One day we were at a
The
fucking
Bartles and James?
Bartles and James. We were at a fucking resort, and it was a cave where people couldn't see in, but water was running. And we got into an argument. And she was laying there with a bottle. I was drinking the wine cool, and she's laying that way reading the book with her ass out. So I'm like, look at her ass. I took the corn. There was no wine cooler left, and I started rubbing her ass with the bottle tip. And then I fucking was robbing her monkey with the bottle tip. And then I just slid over the panties and started working with the bottle like a fucking animal that I am. My dick started getting hard, and I'm working with that bottle, and I'm pumping my hips, and I'm like, I'm gonna kill this bitch with this bottle. And she's like, and she's yelling, and I'm fingering with the bottle, and I'm getting all excited, and all of a sudden I hear, and a bunch of blood shoots in the fucking bottle because the suction from the bottle pulled her old period out. It was like brown blood, and I just dropped the bottle.
Did you faint?
Fainted like a motherfucker. She's trying to wake me up. People had to come over. And what happened? Nah, he fainted. The fucking bottle had blood on it. I thought I broke a pussy with the bottle. I thought it broke and it cut a pussy. But it was brown blood. It was that
But also,
nasty period blood.
do you still faint with blood?
I did for the ear surgery.
Yeah.
Like when the lady took the, but I only fainted because the fat chubby chick had sauerkraut breath and she was breathing on me and I could smell it. And I'm like, I'm getting anxiety. This chubby chick is breathing sauerkraut breath. I'm like, fuck. When's the special come out, dog?
What's today? When does this come out?
Tomorrow.
Oh, it's out today.
All right. So
It drops today.
So tomorrow you can wake up in the morning and watch Josh Wolf's new special on YouTube. Where you at this week?
San Antonio. I'm in San Antonio this week with Jacob. ComedianJoshWolf.com for all the roast stuff.
And where are you this weekend?
On Friday, I'm in Oxford, Mississippi, and Saturday, I'm in Memphis.
You're definitely getting mugged this weekend. You ain't coming back. There ain't no Jews in Memphis, and there ain't no Jews in Mississippi.
When are you touring next?
I go to
23rd Parks, and then
23rd Parks, 6th Florida, 28th, the Dojo of Comedy for another Bucket Chaos. And this Thursday, I'm at the Dojo of Comedy, and I just added September 5th at Uncle Vinny's, which they have like 4 tickets left. So get them now while tickets are hot, whatever the fuck. I'm just trying to get loose for September 6th, and then
Why? What's September 6th?
that's the gig. in
Oh, that's the
Fort
gig. Yeah.
Lauderdale.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I got Philly the week before, and then we.
Do you know what it feels like? What the 45 minutes feels like right now?
I don't even.
Way better.
Yeah, but I don't even know what the 45 minutes is anymore. Like that was then, this is now. I'm starting with a whole new set for this.
For Florida?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Why not? Do some Spanish shit, pull up a story or two. I gotta get vulnerable again, so I gotta figure this shit out. So, but good luck on the special.
Thank you, dude. It's
Good luck
always
in
good to
Memphis,
see you.
cocksucker, and Mississippi. You're gonna need it. Wait till you go to Memphis and you see black people with red eyeballs and shit, because they don't play in Memphis. They're those angry brothers. You know what I'm saying? They're angry.
Do not
got
bring
those-
the yarmulke down there.
Do not bring a yarmulke down there.
No.
Because you will not make it back. I love you, motherfuckers. Have a great week. And don't forget, football season is around the corner. We got good news coming for you. Stay black. Have a great week. And we'll see you next week. Tip, top, Magoo. Love you.